We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, Side Scrollers Plus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday to ya. Are you ready for a great day of UFOs and aliens? Because they're coming, friends. Here we are. They're coming. Good to see everybody. Glad you're with us. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, I'm somewhere. There I am.
There you go.
Okay, so I actually haven't seen any of this alien talk whatsoever, and I avoided it in the run sheet, so I'm very clueless right now. But
Good.
nuke the world. Thank you, aliens.
Yes, they're coming.
Come down and invade. Yeah.
We'll see. I'm excited to hear it because you have not heard about this.
Nope.
I don't know if Phoenix and Occo have heard of this, but this should be.
I'm totally down for as long as it's the Furbies and they claim that they are our rulers. I'm fine with that.
The likelihood of the aliens actually being Furbies, Blabs.
Oh my God, can you
low.
imagine though? And yet somehow somebody somewhere made these Furby things from the 80s and 90s, and it's like, whoa, how did you know? And it's because the Furby aliens actually were there before we knew they were there.
Yeah, it's social engineering, Blabs. Yes,
Very cool.
They've known for a long time. That's why they made Furbies, and they said, hey, in the year 2026, they're going to come down from the sky or come from the sea. I don't know.
Furbies that come out of the sea like it's like Godzilla style or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I have a whole tub of Furbies.
I have no doubt. That you're just waiting for the right time.
Yeah, one day I'm going to put them all on a shelf and be like, look at them.
Not what I thought you'd say. I was going to sell them, but no.
No, they're not even worth shit. If you look them up on eBay, they're like $1 or $2. Sometimes I send them out to my friends as jokes. I just buy them on eBay for like $4 and be like, here you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they went right in the trash.
No, they still have them to this day. They'd be like, show me your Furby. And they'd be like, there it is.
Okay. Blabs, they say you sound like an owl.
I can't answer that one because I know what you're talking about. The answer is who?
I know, yeah. I saw that yesterday, and I tried it on my wife, and then my wife reminded me that she is a teacher, and she's around children all day. So I said, I'll try that on Blabs tomorrow during the intro.
No, because owls are like one of my favorites, so I know the owl jokes.
Okay.
Do you know owl in Italian is gufo? Isn't that funny? Gufo. Anyway.
That's great, Blabs. Thank you for sharing. Can we have a daily Italian word with Blabs?
Sure. I mean, I stuck an Italian video in the run sheet. I don't know if you watched it, but I was laughing my ass off last night watching it. So there's a good bunch of words I can teach you guys in that video. It's about peacocks.
I'm sorry, what?
Peacocks. Yeah.
If everyone just wants to take the P off the front of that,
It's
and just
about
give her say,
apes.
huh? Yeah. All right. Well, look, joining us today on this wonderful middle of the week Wednesday, as we get over the hump with all the aliens, please join us in welcoming Momma Occo to the chat. Hello, Momma Occo.
What's up? How you doing? Happy Hump Day.
All right.
It is Wednesday, yes.
Yeah. What's going on in your world?
What's going on in my world? Nothing much. I'm mostly just paying attention to Pokemon Scalper drama and working on my home lab, honestly. Not really been paying attention to too much, but I heard that there's aliens afoot. That's kind of
cool. Home lab?
Yes, a home lab. It's basically
like a meth lab?
No, it's basically like my own little server rack, basically.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited to talk about cards with you.
Oh, I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
I should have brought my suitcase up. Oh, well.
I should send you some pictures. I'm working on a binder right now that's just Pokemon trainers and their 6 Pokemon.
Huh.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are definitely going to get into Pokemon scalping a little bit later on, in addition to alien talk, in addition to some nostalgia. And by the way, Xbox, because we are, the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on planet Earth, we are going to get into some Xbox talk a little bit later on in the show. So we have a lot to talk about today. Glad you're with us. But before we get into some of the things we have coming up, I do want to let you know that the biggest Pokemon collector that I know is joining us right now, straight from the hood on his birthday. It's Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
It is true. I am a big Pokemon fan, big Pokemon collector. I had the Largalosaur, and it's my favorite card, and it's worth $10 million. Yep.
Oh, man. It's like you're Jake Paul with your Largalosaur.
That's right.
That's
I've
right.
been scammed there.
The Largalosaur.
Yeah.
That's
How many people know about that one? Not even including the people who made Pokemon.
it's an offshoot. It's a C tier Pokemon, but
Exactly.
it's the rarity of it that people love. So the Largalosaur.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, like I said, we're getting into a lot of fun topics today. I do want to remind everybody that we have listen, I'm doing something special today. I'm very excited for this, and I'll get to that in just a second. But remind everybody, Video Armageddon is available for everybody for free over at Side Scrollers Plus. This weekend, we have Blabs taking on Kirby's Dream Land, sucking and blowing in an episode of Blabs versus.
Specialty.
Especially for our
every night.
For our members. I know, Phoenix. I saw a video of that one time. It was crazy.
Oh, it finally made its way out to the world. All right.
That's right. Tomorrow live, it's me versus Echo the Dolphin, exclusive for our members over on Side Scrollers Plus. And coming up a few weeks from, tomorrow, VTuber Chaos Jackbox Edition. You see all of our VTuber friends getting together. We see Leaflet, Kirsha, and Pickle, and Cinny all getting together, play a little Jackbox. And the first time, you will be able to compete and interact with them while playing Jackbox. That's the fun of this. And we invite you to join us using promo code 50OFF over at sidescrollersplus.com. It'd be a great day for you to do that. I think it'd be really, really good for you to hop in over and join us. Use that promo code 50OFF. Only going to have that code available for a limited time, so make sure you get over there and you can have access to all the fun stuff that we have coming up for all of our members over there. One other thing that I'm doing after today's show, immediately put it on your calendar. And Blabs, if you could please link to our Kick chat or click our Kick channel, put it in the pinned comment. I would appreciate that. Because immediately after today's show, I am reacting to the June the King documentary on our big boy, the quartering over here. I'm going to be doing a live reaction immediately after the show today. Only on Kick. Only on Kick. No Twitch. Nope. No anywhere. Only on Kick. So you got to join us over there. You can follow, and it'll be a fun time. I want to test some things out over on Kick and see how it goes. And on top of that, I'm in my workout gear because I haven't done any workout today. So I figured we can double up while watching the June the King documentary. I can also do some push-ups and sit-ups and all that fun stuff.
It's funny you say that, 'cause that is the opposite of what I was going to suggest, which is to get rip-roaring sloshed while watching it and then write some horrible tweets as you're going along that you're going to regret later.
No.
To be on brand.
I'd rather do something physically active so I don't end up like that. So
Yeah.
I only have a 2-hour window to watch a 3.5-hour video. So I'm going to be watching it in time and a half. And we'll see, we'll see how it goes. So
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck indeed. We'll see, because I got to go pick up my kid from school today. So join us over on Kick. Make sure you hit the follow button. That'll be immediately after the show. We'll give you guys another reminder before the end of the show as well, because it should be fun. It's very easy to do. Let me actually share the screen and show everybody over on Kick that's tuning in. It looks like that. You just go over there and you hit the follow button. We do have a follow-only chat, so you can follow over there, which is good. So lots of good things happening. Very excited for today's show. We are also in the middle of a very intense competition on our show, a tournament that will be talked about for the ages, the greatest video game franchise ever tournament. And we are down to our final 4 franchises. Phoenix, today could be the be-all, end-all drag-out fight of them all.
This is it. And we're going to notice that Xenosaga is not on the fucking list. Here we go.
Go. Today's showdown. In our first semifinal matchup, it is The Legend of Zelda versus Pokemon. Bada bing, bada boom. Realest guy in the room. Which one will reign supreme? We'll find out. Blabs, any thoughts on The Legend of Zelda versus Pokemon?
I've only ever played Zelda, and as you guys are well aware of the Blabs versus, I did a fantastic job. Fantastic job.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Zelda. Also, because I know Phoenix likes Zelda over Pokemon, so I'm gonna help him out here.
Thank you. I will never ever forget where we were right before we were playing, and I went like, I guarantee you, I will bet you, she will not grab that sword.
Nope.
She's just going to venture out into the wilderness with like nothing but just
my
the
hands.
smile. That's it. And boy, howdy, that's exactly what she said.
Yep.
Why is this game so hard?
I don't understand. Oh my
The
gosh.
world
Yeah.
loves you, Blabs.
Absolutely.
I do have a Pokemon card, so I guess that kind of balances out. But I'm gonna say Zelda. So
Okay.
yeah.
Occo, any thoughts on Pokemon versus Zelda?
I really do love Zelda. I've played it for multiple years. But I think I know where everybody else is going to go, so I'll stick with Pokemon for today, just because it's 30th
Okay.
anniversary.
All right.
Oh, all right. Going a little nostalgia right there. Okay.
Indeed it
Played
is.
into. All right. Well, you can vote with your super chats, recommendations, and Rumble rants. And did we mention that we also have this thing called Rumble Wallet, which we very much want to be the top supported channel over on Rumble with Rumble Wallet. And as a matter of fact, to further incentivize the usage of Rumble Wallet, which makes this a very fair and balanced competition, we are adding people have said a multiplier is not correct, that my terminology is not correct, or exponentially. I don't know, but either way, it's going to be X number of votes based off
No,
of
multiplier
this
is
spin.
right. I think it was the exponential. I think that was the part that they had a problem with.
Okay, well you'll have a multiplier here. So give that thing a real authentic spin there, Phoenix. Yay! There it is right there. Off we go. Yesterday we had 6. Today we have
4.
Ooh, 4. It's Blad's favorite number.
No, mine's 7.
Mine's
Oh,
4.
I thought you.
Yeah,
oh,
Phoenix
okay.
is 4.
Sorry,
Boy.
Phoenix. I
Okay.
lost that out.
You son of a bitch.
How
I know,
could you?
I know. That's great.
7
hey,
is
we
the
like to-
magic number.
No, 3 is the magic
No,
number.
no, 7. It's magic.
Let's say
No, 3 is.
No,
3 is
7.
the magic number.
No.
4.
No,
It's
3 is
literally
the magic-
7. The magic
Blabs.
number is 7.
If you look at the definition, it's 4.
Magic number 7.
Akko, you want in on this? Come on, just like
I-
number 8.
3. I'll be honest with you. That's the number I was learned to have as a kid.
Oh, okay. That's 4.
Schoolhouse of Rock. It's 3.
I
Magic
want to see how
number.
long
Bingo.
we can have this conversation.
It's 7.
No, 3 is the magic number.
There
If you
is
ever-
literally 7 Harry Potter books.
Good point, Blabs. You know, I've changed my answer with that retort to 7.
That's why. That's what you. That's exactly why you did it.
There's lots of things for 7.
I mean, how do you
7
argue with that
Weasleys?
logic?
7 Weasleys, 7 Horcruxes, technically speaking, 7 books. Magic
But
7
Blabs,
from J.K. Rowling.
Blabs, you're so
7.
incorrectly wrong. So as a matter
Why?
of fact,
The magic number is 7.
no, the magic number is in fact 3.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Is a magic number.
Yes.
Get fucked, Blabs.
Who's he?
It's on the internet.
So it must
Schoolhouse
be real,
Rock.
Clearly.
Yeah, absolutely. Get fucked.
Okay.
Ridiculous. 3 is the magic number.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That song
She
is
would be
stuck in my head.
Decided.
It's still 7.
Yeah. All right. Right at the bat, Winterfell came in with as a member for 17 months. Says, skip to the UFO talk immediately, please and thank you. Should we do that? Should we go straight to the UFO talk?
As long as there's Furbies involved.
Blabs, there's no Furbies
Then I'm
attached
not
to the
interested.
UFO.
Oh my.
I'm kidding. Or am I?
It's Chad. Says, yo, scrollers. Craig, how do I get a hold of you? One YouTuber to another. Everybody have an awesome day. And I'll be lurking as always. Well, my email is out there if you'd like to find me. It's craigskitspodcast@gmail.com. That's a very public email that anybody can send me emails to. Send something to me and tell me how stupid I am. That's great. Oh, boy. Crundle Bunley came in with a $200. I'm sorry, Blabs. What is this? Is this a super chat direct donation Rumble rant? What is this?
Oh, that's a YouTube.
Oh boy, Crundle Bunley, $200 Phoenix says Xenosaga sweep.
I love you guys so much as I also hate you equally.
That's good. That's good. All right, what a great start. Is Crundle Bunley's going to go on the wall right here. How great is that?
Thank you, brother.
That's awesome. Mercenary says, morning, Mama, Aqua, and gang. And yeah, the disclosure about
he
aliens.
Literally wrote, by the way.
What?
He literally wrote Aqua, just so we're
I know.
all clear. I want to make sure that like people understand that Craig's not being stupid this time around.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
And yeah, the disclosure about aliens comes out after 4th of July, most likely in August, but it's not going to be full disclosure. We're hoping
Who is this guy?
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
not a single word was said. Not a single word.
That sounds like Shamsa.
Outside of Crazy Ernie coming in, a.k.a. Shamsa, with a $2,000
Jesus Christ.
direct donation.
Developers.
Developers, 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 developers. Developers, 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 developers. Yes!
Unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Freaking
Shamsa.
believable!
I have now
Yes.
just messaged her and asked
What?
if Shamsa would like Pokemon or Zelda.
What do you
Oh,
say
boy.
to that? What do you say to that? You say thank you.
You know, let's
Say
do
thank you.
Frolic too. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Absolutely. Unbelievable.
Ooh.
Mercenary says, I'm hoping the aliens are going to be the blue and green sexy kind, like Star Trek blue and green. Hopefully it'll take me away from this insanity. I can pretend to be Captain Kirk, 1960s Kirk. All right, Mercenary.
Don't you kind of hope
Appreciate-
like they're retarded? Like they're like we always thought them like these really like incredibly high intelligent beings, and they're just farting and laughing every time they fart. That's pretty much the extent of it, or is it just me? I'm gonna say that's just me.
No. I love the idea that they're more or less Dex from Idiocracy. You know that he's like just like Beavis and Butthead was the psyop where everyone's like, everyone turns out all the aliens are like Beavis and Butthead. They're just
Yeah, like we're hoping that the aliens either save us or destroy us, but really they're just a burden. They're just here and they're just retarded.
just truly illegal aliens. They just want to come in and set and leech off healthcare.
Just foreigners painted green.
Just coming with their hand out, going, "Please, money, please."
I don't know. I've heard some theories where aliens are going to look very similar to us. I don't know. It's kind of based on what you believe, I guess, though.
Well, some could say, well, we'll get to alien. I'll tell you, we'll get alien talk right off the bat today. Okay, we're going to do that. But first, Alabama Man says, just slumming it. Love both, but $2 for Zelda, baby. Thank you so much, Alabama Man. Thank you guys very much for slumming it with us today here on this slummy show. Digital Weapon came in with 5 for Zelda. Zelda says, I'm not into poking, man. Thank you so much, Digital Weapon, with your $5 for Zelda. Chief Corey Anderson says, of course, Blad's favorite is number 7, Harry Potter for life. $2 for Zelda.
Wait until you see what I bought yesterday.
Apparently,
I
I need
have a
to pay. I need to pay you less, Splash.
No, you don't.
Tinley came. No, you don't. Tinley came in with 5. Says Hunter Schafer versus Pokemon. Now I'll go with Xenosaga sweep. $5 for Xenosaga. Mercenary says also, yeah, the last $2 plus this one go to Pokemon. I love Zelda, but Pokemon got me through dark times. Pokemon with like video games with God's help save me from going into drugs. All right, there's $3 for Pokemans. Gia Bordeaux says, rest in peace, Ted Turner, creator of WCW and Cartoon Network, absolute legend, and Captain Planet, the most insane propaganda that you'll ever know. Did you know that Ted Turner created Captain Planet?
That is familiar. I thought you were going to say that he voiced him. I was like, that's news to me. Yeah.
No. I would love if billionaire Ted was out there voicing Captain Planet. No. Young Stove came in with $2 for Zelda just for the soundtrack, and Blabs, it's 3. Shaking my head. That's right.
Yeah, you can keep shaking your head, but you're not going to hear anything because it's just marbles.
Wow. Well, you'd hear a lot if it was marbles. You'd hear
Nah, he's
rolling and
deaf.
clinking. Okay.
Oh,
A lot of things going. You should see a doctor, my friend. You have marbles and you're deaf.
Yep. Poor young
Chief
Stowe. Really had-
Corey Anderson came in with 2, says, "Oh, Furbies, I thought she said sperming." Crumbs came in with 10, says, "At least Zelda
Thursdays.
stayed good." There's 10 for Zelda right there. Miner says, "Mama Occo, can you please tell Craig to stop being a tyrannical governor?" 2 for Xenosaga.
Are you a tyrannical governor? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, could you
absolutely.
please stop being a tyrannical governor then?
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for asking, and I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm now no longer a tyrannical governor.
The power of asking, chat.
That's good. That's right. All you got to do is ask sometimes. Albatross Golf came in with $1.99 for Xenosaga. And Saint D came in and says, "This dollar goes to the side-scrolling male stripper Phoenix." I like people putting the dollars in your G-string there, Phoenix.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. Tadarian says, "Blabs ruined my joke yesterday where she mispronounced Wolfenstein. I called it I called her a regular Einstein." Anyways, I know Occo's not a girl, but I'd like to hear an Arnie impersonation all the same. $10 for Xenosaga. Can you do an impersonation of Arnold Schwarzenegger? Saying, "Get to the chopper."
I mean, I can try. It's like, get to the chopper. That's probably about the best I can do.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty dog shit, but I appreciate the effort.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, no,
Thanks.
I'm pretty bad at that.
Thanks, Occo.
How kind of you to insult our
Well, I
guest.
mean, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best, but I
definitely
appreciate
He
the.
tried, damn it.
I got Phoenix though. That's good. Phoenix, you good?
I'm good, dog.
All right, sounds good. Sounds great. Okay, Occo, you okay?
No, yeah, totally fine. Listen, I can't do impressions.
Well, good, because Phoenix can. Watch, Phoenix is gonna do it. But get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. There it is. I'm not good at Arnold at all. You got to get down to cool down because heat rises. That's from the Batman movie. It's Freeze.
Get down.
Yeah, no, you've nailed it. You have him nailed.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at Arnold.
Yeah,
I've been doing
no,
it for
that's pretty
about
right.
30 years or so. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
All right. So, Occo, if you ever want to know how to do Arnold the Schwarzenegger,
Arnold the Schwarzenegger, did you just say?
that's what I'm going to call it from here on out. Arnold the Schwarzenegger. Yes. If you want to learn to do an impression of Arnold the Schwarzenegger, you just let me know. I'll work with you on it. It'll be good times.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Well,
I'll DM you about it later when you're done laughing at the quartering.
Yeah, that's right. Should be fun times today. I'm not going to laugh. Why would I laugh at that guy? It's sad. All right, look, we're going to get into it today. Let's just dive right in. But before we do, Phoenix, we have an update on our Tilly Tally, and I'm sure that Shamsa didn't play into this at all.
No, she hasn't answered me yet.
Okay,
Nothing.
good.
So it's pretty spectacular at the moment. We've got $21 for Zelda and $3
Yeah.
for the adorable little Pikachu Pokemon. And fuck my life, $218.99 for
Oh
Xenosaga.
my god.
Who is this guy?
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
Just in case.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? Just in case you
What are you, Jennifer Lawrence? What do you mean? What do you
just
mean?
in case we didn't even know, like, what does that mean? Just in case what? You're the nicest, most generous person ever? Yes, we know, Shams. We are well aware. It's incredible. Thank you. Can we please get some crowns in the chat for Shamsa?
Developers.
Yes!
Look at that. Look at that right there. Do you see the two yellows? Do you see Shams up there with her gold? That's unbelievable. I'm gonna need to make a personal trip to where Shamsa lives and just to give Shams a hug. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show up, give Shams a hug, and then just leave. Just walk out the door. It's gonna be great. Thank you so much for that incredible generosity, Shamsa. We do not know how to say thank you. And thank you to everybody who supports the show, whether you're Shamsa or you're just tuning in and saying hi. Glad you're with us today. All right, let's talk some aliens. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard news.
Now, there's been a spattering of conversation around aliens really the last few years. There's been some talk and some congressional hearings of UFO experts who have gone up and alien experts who have gone up and said, like, hey, dog, this is coming and this is real. Well, in the last few hours, we've received the spattering of posts on social media all saying, it's coming, friends. It's coming. And the news about aliens and UFOs and all this stuff is going to be released by the Trump administration. Now, saw this video being passed around. It has 2.6 million views. And I guess the first stop is to go to the religious leaders as pastors are being told to prepare right here as a bunch, I guess a large number, whatever that means, of pastors were invited to a meeting with individuals from the U.S. government telling them to prepare for UFO disclosure. There's going to be a release concerning aliens. You need to prepare your people here. Now, I'm not familiar with Perry Stone, but this video has gotten a lot of traction here. And I would just like to say, going into this, that we're just going to take this information and let's just assume it's all real. It's not a psyop. It's not a distraction at all. Okay, let's preface that with this, right? We're just gonna let's play along with this thing, that this is not a distraction and that this is all authentic and real. Okay, so let's just preface it with that. Okay, everyone on the same page here?
Yes.
Yes,
Fair
Furbies
enough.
are real. Got it.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start here.
I had a friend that sent me a text message. I was in a meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some information that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information they're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but there were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft, that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures and other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book. I had a friend.
Okay. So, by the way, who is Perry Stone? This is courtesy of his Wikipedia page. He is an American, how do you say, evangelist? Evangelist?
Well, evangelist, yeah.
That person, okay. End times teacher and author living. By the way, you want to know how I know that Wikipedia is a platform that you probably should no longer trust? Because this is the only picture they have of him. This is the worst picture ever of that guy. He's got a tooth hanging out. He's over there looking to the side. You got this guy laughing in the background. There's not a single other picture of Perry Stone on the internet. Just say it. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so the premise here, Blabs, is that the Furbies are coming down and they look like reptiles.
Have you seen that Komodo dragon movie from the 90s? I feel like that's kind of what he was describing.
Talking about V?
What?
Craig, you know V, right? You know what the greatest theme song of all time? Chat knows V, and they know the greatest theme song of all time.
Oh, if you Google Komodo Dragon movie, you get like a 1999 horror sci-fi movie.
Oh,
I don't remember if that's the one that I saw. I kind of remember it being black and whitish. Maybe I'm crazy when I was a kid, but yeah.
I was on point because these were aliens that came down as like they looked like humans, and then they tore their face off, and they were lizards.
That's not what I watched.
Yeah. Well, the lizard people are a thing now. That's what we're going with, and that's what people have been saying.
We already knew that. We have Mark Zuckerberg. He's right there.
Yeah. It's awesome. I love it. I love everything about this. Now, okay, let's start here. By the way, he's not the only person who's been hearing this stuff. We have this other guy here, Christian Zionist pastor who attended the secret meeting with government officials about the existence of aliens. Says the truth and a major disclosure will come this year from our government. He says non-terrestrial interdimensional beings are real and among us, and that it has been proven. Says many Christians will be taken captive by this, and he, along with other pastors, need to speak about it first. The Trump administration is going to make history here. Okay, so this is, and by the way, this all is like conveniently coming out at the same time. But once again, we're just going to go with this and say, okay, it's all not conveniently timed and everything. And then there's more here, as we have this person, Representative Anna Paulina Luna, on UFOs and aliens.
Her name sounds totally reliable. Her literally has the name Moon in it.
Moon, ooh. Let's hear what she had to say about all this.
So the interdimensional beings is what our witnesses will call these things. I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human origin and creation. That's my opinion. Again, but there has been a declassification order from the president, and you will see as soon as that stuff comes up.
Okay.
So I love Anna real fast. I love Anna, but I will remind everyone that she also said the same thing about the JFK file. She's like, I've seen the papers. And all I can say is it does look like, in fact, this was a cover. You know, it's so, I don't know.
Right. Okay. Now, speaking of this stuff being released, once again, I'm doing all this before we get into our actual conversation about this, because FBI Director Kash Patel was on the hot, brand new podcast, totally organic and definitely not corporate created, Hang Out with Sean Hannity. He's just like us, everybody.
Wow.
Here is Kash Patel with Sean Hannity on his very cool and casual podcast.
The idea that there would be life on other planets that may be visited here would not at all shock or surprise me. Have you ever looked into it?
We're looking at it. Here's the thing. Again,
okay, I want all the details.
Here's the thing. Every other president before President Trump could have said, hey, let's look at that and get the American people the information. What did he do? He stood up an interagency process with Department of War leading that effort to get out the documentation related to everything that you're talking about, not just from the FBI, from the IC and everywhere else. And so what do? We already delivered our first tranche of information to that committee, and they're going to be publicly releasing this information very soon. We are all for it. There's nothing in this subject that we're talking about that we don't want released. Our job at the FBI is to work with the White House and DOW, give them the information, and then they're going to put that out in a methodical process. And you're going to start seeing those releases literally happening in the very near future. We just met on it.
Okay. So this information apparently is coming, imminent. And if you believe Mercenary in the chat, just after July 4th. Okay. That'll be the big
That's
America
oddly specific.
the
ID4, baby, it's coming.
That's right. The very specific America 250th anniversary celebration is Intergalactic Battle with Will Smith.
Yeah. Oh, and I want Donald Trump to dress up in a Halo suit with the big sword and everything.
We will not go quietly in the
night. Could you imagine, like, if Donald Trump actually got into a fighter pilot jet and flew and tried to take on the aliens? Do you think, like, you got like this would be spectacular? And then you got like AOC with the next flight up, like trying to take him down. And he's like, no, you let those aliens win.
Get in the mech, Shinji. I need you to fight the aliens for me.
All right. I have more here from Tim Dillon, but before I get to Tim Dillon and his thoughts on this, I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this. First and foremost, do y'all believe aliens exist? Let's start there. Occo, I want to hear from you first.
I do believe aliens exist. Yeah. Especially just, from my religion. I do believe that there is something out there. However, again, like I kind of posited earlier, I don't think they're going to look much different from us. Like if you believe in in God and Christianity, you might believe that since there's a lot of I don't know, souls that God created, that they would probably not just be in one place. I don't know. That's my belief. Kind of
Phoenix Blabs. Yeah, sure. Phoenix Blabs. I want to hear what you guys have to think.
I think by just sheer numbers alone, I think if you looking at math, I would imagine that aliens do exist somewhere. I don't know what form. My guess is I don't think they'd be humanoid. I think they would be some other kind of thing. I don't believe in green spacemen or anything like that. They could be like a gaseous gas kind of thing. They could be slugs. I don't know. But what I definitely 100% don't believe is that aliens have visited here or anything like that. The technology for them to come to here, to make that trek and to have that technology, you would either need it for a resource or to destroy it for some other reason. And they haven't done either. So I wouldn't understand why they're here. Like, what do you need to research us for if you have that kind of technology and we're so primitive? If that makes sense, right? So it's got to be a resource they need, but why didn't they take it then?
Sure. Blabs, are the Furbies coming?
They are, but you know what? You've all seen the 2007 Transformers movies, right?
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Oh, you think they're cars?
Hell yeah, dog! Get that Ferrari, family.
They're all
yeah,
Furbies.
dog.
No, I agree with Phoenix. I think they're out there, far, far away, but I don't think they've been here. Or Transformers are real, and that Maserati that the chat owns, someone in the chat owns, it's not a bot.
Okay. That's kind of weird. I mean, I like that your basis for the idea of aliens being real.
Shout out Michael Bay.
But,
Transformers and Furbies. She's just having like a hardcore orgasm. It's just fucking.
And these guys are the foot soldiers.
Yeah, I'm with you, Phoenix. I think that it'd be fairly naive to think that in this vast galaxy that we apparently supposedly live in, because I don't know, I've never been to it, right? Outside of this tiny little.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Who is this guy?
I have an answer.
Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
For the heck of it.
She told me. She said, "Wait a second."
For the heck of it.
For the heck of it, huh?
For the shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Just for the fun.
Yep.
Just for the fun of funding our show. Shamsa with another. The fact that I had to put another in front of $1,000 is insane. Thank you so much.
Developers.
Developers. Yes.
Yeah, Shams, that goes a long way. Thank you so much. Yeah. That really does help us out in everything we're trying to do. So I can't thank you good. Thank you.
And whenever you are ready to pull up the showdown, I will put it in live for you guys because I have an answer, and that's $4,000 somewhere.
we will do that in just a second. No. We'll do it here in just a minute. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's hold it to the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's hold it.
Knows.
Good. Hold on to that. All right.
Come.
But let's continue the UFO conversation because apparently Shamsa is an alien, which is great.
In the most nicest, beautiful way possible.
Yes. No, but I do think that it's fairly ignorant to think that we would be the only life forms like this on this in this tiny little speck of this galaxy, right? And you have people who have said, I've had these experiences, you have these eyewitness accounts, whatever. You have these cover-ups, whether it's Area 51 or, but the idea that aliens could be all, they don't have to be 5'6", they can be teeny tiny, like in Men in Black, right? Where you have these tiny little micro aliens or whatever. They could be giant, but they don't have to be our size. They could be all sorts of different things,
Have you noticed though that all alien movies are related to Will Smith? So what if Will Smith is actually an alien brought in from the outer worlds?
Oh, I'm long past believing Will Smith's not an alien. I know Will Smith's an alien. Absolutely.
Based off that AI video of him eating pasta, that was actually really him.
That was not AI.
And
absolutely.
his like real alien life forms are like. Bleh.
The technology, the technology idea is really fascinating. The idea that, as that representative said, using technology, using metals or not metals, using any sort of substance that's not found on Earth, that's pretty interesting. Now, if the government comes out and says, and once again, I don't trust the government as far as I can throw them. Okay, let's be very, very clear. I'm not a huge fan of any government. But if the government comes out and says, like, yeah, they're real, what about it? But they don't have any like tangible proof. Like they would need to come out and say, hey, check out this spaceship we have or something. You can see it for yourself, or have some sort of news conference or get influencers out to it or something just to spread the word. Because if they just release like a press release or have some sort of press conference, whatever, yeah, they're real. Okay, cool. Yeah. I need some actual tangible proof, and not just video. I need to be able to touch something, see something. And then for it to be independently verified by about 7,000 other sources. So if it is real, if UFOs are real, if aliens are real, I can understand why you'd want to go to the churches first, because let's just say hypothetically, it does just shit all over, not just Christianity, but every single religion, or it validates every religion. It could do one of either way. What if they say, hey, Jesus was a spaceman. That's why he didn't die. That's why he was able to, whatever, right? And I mean, you just never know. If that information is released, it would flip the world on its head.
I'm not a conspiracy guy, but one of the conspiracy-esque things that I've heard many, many times, and if you look at the timing of this, like, look, we've got a little war going on and stuff like that. Okay, so one of the theories, one of the conspiracy theories, is that really it's scaring your opponents. So it's like, we know that everyone else knows, all the other leaders know there's no aliens. When we start showing technology of things that can't be understood, that are light speed, whatever the hell, all those things, remember those little flying things that were everywhere and everything? It's you basically showing the leaders like, yeah, we got something, guy. Like you're showing them we have something, don't fuck with us. And I've heard that from people who, again, are not into conspiracies and stuff like that. Like, they're just going like, these are just like little war games that you play. And July does look like that is kind of in line with maybe a move that we might be making, because we're kind of messing a little bit with China right now. So, boop, that could also be something. I'm not saying it's true, but it's an interesting thought.
Well, I guess we'll kind of see what the government has to say, but let's just go to Tim Dillon really quick and hear what he had to say about this, because there are a lot of people who see stuff like this, and everything that's happened in the last, I don't know, let's just say 6 years since 2020. A lot of people don't trust what's being said by the U.S. government. Now, to be clear, I have not pre-screened this, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, let's see.
The government has spent the last week telling you there are underground alien bases in the ocean and maybe in the center of the earth. And those aliens are fighting each other and may start to fight you.
You guys heard that?
No,
I've not heard this.
I haven't heard that either.
Awesome.
I was going to say, it sounds like the coolest thing ever, right?
Can you tell me Atlantis is real?
Is this
Looks
Fight
like it.
Club? Fight
Yeah,
Club
yeah.
for aliens?
I love the idea of Alien Fight Club. That's great. Wow. Now, I have heard the idea that aliens are in the ocean, right? And that would kind of make sense because, they're already here. They got this technology where they can come out of the water and fly and do all sorts of things. And we haven't really comb the deepest, darkest depths
there's a
of
limit.
the ocean.
We can't go that far, yeah.
Right. So the idea of the ocean, they've been here with us the whole time. Bum, bum, bum. But I haven't heard about the feuding aliens underwater. That's intriguing to me. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah.
And you know what the response has been? Pretty muted from the public. It's been a pretty muted response. No one really cares that much. Nobody cares that much. The government's literally coming out and going, "Hey, so we're being observed by a higher race of interdimensional wah wah wah." People don't care. People do not care. And I kind of love that. This bitch, Anna Paulina, whatever her name is, God bless her, Anna Paulina Luna, she's out there talking about interdimensional beings. Everybody, that guy Tim Burchett is out there saying they're under the water. And by the way, maybe they are, but no one cares. Nobody's really worked up about it. That's where we are now in this country. No one's really worked up about the fact. And now this is all a distraction. They could have disclosed this stuff a long time ago. The reason they're disclosing it now is because they want people to go crazy now. So regardless of whether this is true or not, or there's elements of it that are true, or maybe it's all true, but now they are trying to drive you insane. It is the last thing they have. They're actually trying to terrify you and drive you insane now.
I don't think aliens are the last thing that they have. I think they're a, pardon the pun, a trump card, or like an ace of spades or something. But I do think that there are other things. Let's just say ghosts, right? Ghosts are another thing. Right? There's all these things that have always been whatever, right? These subjects. But he does touch on something. If let's just say hypothetically, they're like, look, aliens are real. And then some crazy force rake pops up, and all of a sudden we're able to see the aliens that have been with us the entire time, right? They've been literally around us the entire time. We just haven't seen them because our brain and our mind and our visualization can't comprehend what's being. And then they lift the veil, and all of a sudden we see the aliens, right? That would be the most insane, mind-bending thing like ever, right? And by the way, I would totally dive into the simulation theory if that was the thing. If that exact situation happened, I'd be like, okay, we're in a fucking computer, right? But why do you think people aren't making a bigger deal out of this? Like, just the idea that, yeah, there have been hearings about, yeah, okay, there's like legit shit that's happening not on Earth, and is this just people are so burnt out over this, or they just don't care? And why don't they care? You guys have any thoughts on that at all?
Yeah, I think people have a finite amount. Like, look, the bad economy, just crazy world, you name it. You've got a finite amount of things that you can worry about. And so this thing that is, we don't know it. Most people, I think if you ask them, they're like, this is probably bullshit. The average person is probably saying that. Now, if you saw on the news, the reptile people coming from the earth up, I think we're all going to care a lot. But until then, I think we just have a finite amount of things that we can actually handle right now. We're just trying to feed our kids at the moment and pay our gas before we can handle the reptile people from the bottom of the earth. As much as I really like that movie and I want to see that happen.
I mean, Occo, like, okay, let's just say hypothetically, you are a person of faith, right?
Yes.
Let's just say, aliens exist. How does that change your perspective on things?
It doesn't change my perspective whatsoever. I'm going to be honest with you. Again, no. I believe that God created multiple different worlds, and that there is probably more people that he created on another world. But no, this guy sounds like Charlie Day from Pacific Rim. I feel like he's about ready to say that he's a groupie with the aliens now.
What if it just came out like we all have our suspicions about like people like Zuckerberg or Bill Gates, right? Or whoever, right? Pick your high profile politician and or socialite, right? What if it just came out that I show speed or something like that as an
I show
alien,
speed.
right?
No, he just gave people free like One Piece packs and
He did. I saw that.
He can't be an alien. He's too nice. Or maybe
He's a very generous alien.
What if the aliens are the most generous of all, right? And they bring technology that cures cancer and does all the stuff, you know?
And then
they bring that technology.
They're really evil, but they fixed everyone and programmed them to be.
See, there's a reason why we don't know. If they're that nice, Big Pharma would have kept them away because they don't want that. Listen, Big Pharma's like, no, you can't cure cancer. You can give us partial cures, but you can't cure cancer for us. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. All right. Look, we'd love to hear your thoughts about aliens. Let us know in the comments what's your thoughts about our incoming alien overlord beings and how quickly we would be wiped off the face of the earth like a bucket of boiling water being tossed on an anthill. My God, it would be so. I just keep thinking about that beam in ID4 hitting the White House.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah.
All right.
I do have a request from Shamsa.
Oh, yes.
She wants us to play some frolicking assets for her, so I'm just gonna play them while you read some supers or something. So.
Oh, I'm going to read the super. How about I play the frolicking and
Are you capable?
No, but I'm not capable of reading supers. We established that a couple days ago.
Okay. All right. Chief Corey Anderson for 2 says Blabs lives in.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, Blabs. Frolic!
You literally said you were gonna do that.
I know, I'm doing it. Go.
Anyway, Blabs lives in the HP Museum. Simulation complete for 5 says, since Pokemon knocked out my favorite series, Resident Evil, and Final Fantasy got knocked out early, I will have my revenge for Zelda. That is 5 for Zelda. Anthony for 10 says, I send this to pick on Phoenix on his birthday. Xenosaga sweep. That is 10 for Xenosaga. Zaito for 10 says, at this point, I'm convinced Shams is just Blab's alt that they use for money laundering. 10 for Pokemon. No, sorry, it's not me. I'm actually talking to Shamsa right now. It'd be really weird if I was just texting myself. Kaladex for 5 says, poor Phoenix, future Showdown going to be like real lawn grass versus artificial lawn grass, and people going to vote for Xenosaga. 5 for Digimon. All right, you're gonna have to keep track. That's 5 for Digimon. Dance with the Devil for $50, by the way. I need a 50 asset, please, and thank you. For Pokemon, those retarded scalpers, they ruined my hobby. I'd say worse, but YouTube won't let me. So that is 50 for Pokemon. Young Stove for 2 says, hey, Blab, stai zitto. 4 for Zelda. But he's saying for the Zelda. Okay, that's 2 for Zelda. And by the way, no, I am Priscilla molto piccolo. Grazie tanto. Okay, that is continuing on here. The art school dropout for 1 says, can we get an Arnold? Put that cookie down.
Put that cookie down.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there it is. And Mercenary for Rumble Wallet. So it's $10 Rumble Wallet times, what was the number today? 3?
4.
Okay, that's Phoenix's favorite number, so that's $40. And he says this goes to Pokemon because no matter what anyone says or Nintendo does, Pokemon will always be the one thing that will outlast even Zelda. It's like Shakespeare or DSP. It will outlive us all. Okay, Shakespeare, I'm on. DSP, I'm not really on to. I don't think so.
No, let's be real. Phil will outlive everybody.
You're joking. You're putting Phil with Shakespeare.
Whoa! What if Phil's an alien?
That would make sense.
That was just his beacon call to the aliens. It's his alien call.
Ew. Anyway, then for 2 says, aliens are real, y'all. Hey, you aliens are real. Thank you. Corey for 2 says, if this was Joel Osteen, I might believe it. Zelda. That's 2 for Zelda. Geoverse for 5 says, it's not the Orthodox Church. It's just another false version of Christianity. Wake up, people. Okay. Mercenary for 5 says, Pokemon, do you know what the weird part about all this is with aliens? They get to know God personally, where we are only allowed to believe. Corey for 2 says, so he's confirming the existence of Hillary Clinton. Bentley Guy for 10 says, I'm assuming the state this man was referencing was New Jersey, as the whole cast of Jersey Shore are aliens. Don't tell me Snooki isn't a space lizard. # for Zelda. So it's 10 for Zelda. Dan for 10 says, the only Pokemon games I played back in the day is a little bit of Pokemon Yellow on Game Boy, Pokemon Snap, and Pokemon Stadium on N64, but I love Zelda the most. So that's 10 for Zelda right there. Snake Master for 50 Norwegian. I gotta Google the currency exchange for that. UFO news just makes me think of the video from WKUK. Are we going to war with Iran today? You should give it a watch. For Zelda. Okay, well, I'm gonna highlight that different color. I gotta come back to that one. Shitty Duelist for $4.99 says, hello, my favorite small streamers. Did you see the Spencer Pratt Batman campaign, Ed? I did. It's the best thing ever. For a Chin Pokemon. The fuck is a Chin Pokemon? Anyway, I'm listening.
Pokemon. Yeah, that's from South Park.
Okay. Anyway, that's Pokemon for $5. Dakota for 5 says, if it's true, we need to show aliens that humans are the ones that were made in God's image. Boom, boom. Team Mankind, baby. 5 for Xenosaga. Torgo for 25 says, hopefully the space lizard people from V aren't here to crossbreed psychic babies to rule over us. Vote to the legend of Xenosaga. There's 25 for Xenosaga. West for 10 says, Blabs, 3 is the magic number. The heart beats 3 times a minute. Oxygen is of 3 parts. God is 3 persons. Just to give 3 examples, there are more. Did you just say heart beats 3 times a minute?
Yeah, I was gonna say that may be wrong.
I think you're dying, West. Anyway, Mercenary for 1 says, Pokemon, I said after July 4th, it'll be in August most likely, and we're gonna have the deep stake try to paint them as the bad guys. Mark my words, the deep stake.
I love the idea of the deep stake. Let's go.
That's $1 for Pokemon.
Thanks,
Another
Mercenary.
one from Mercenary says, Pokemon, you got it wrong, Phoenix. The good aliens out there want to save us from the bad aliens. The bad aliens see us as a delicacy. What are you on about? Is it steak? Delicacy? Are you hungry,
I love it.
dude?
I love it.
Anyway, I want what you're smoking. That was another one for Pokemon. Nobody's thoughts for 2 says, all aliens are Asian. Explains why they keep crashing. 2 for Zelda. We'll have an Asian stream, by the way, next week. That's going to be fun. A Stiffy Long Cocky.
Wow.
That's a great username. Stiffy Long Cocking for $5 says, raid on YouTube today. Might I suggest DSP? Let's reconcile with the low-cut tank top king and get him back on the show. Anyway, Mercenary for 1 says, Pokemon, hey Shams. Oh, I'm not going to read the rest of that one. Thank you very much there, Mercenary. That was 1 for Pokemon. A Yeti for 10 says, I do believe in aliens. And as for Phoenix's statement, why do we as humans study apes or observe uncontainted tribes from a distance? I think he misspelled some words in there, but thank you.
Medical.
Sure. Uncontaminated, I would imagine. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yeti.
Runway 25 Productions for 10 says, my channel is named after a runway at a base, Planet Minus 42, that builds experimental aircraft tested at Area 51, and I was a member of SETI. So from what I've seen, aliens exist, but we have yet to find them. Thank you.
Interesting.
Corey for 2 says, if aliens are real, then Jake is a vampire. Zelda.
All right.
That's 2 for Zelda.
Real quick, Speedy K came in with 20 Australian money. Says, saw a clip on X last night from your Funhouse days, Craig, as a cage match spectator / cage rattler. Also, the difference between Jake and Jeremy is Jake is a solution drinker and Jeremy is a problem drinker. $20 for Xenosaga. Yeah, when I used to do stuff with the Funhouse boys back in the day. Yeah, it was fun. Wasp came in with 10, says, look up the Hopkinsville Goblins. Aliens alleged terrorized a Kentucky family one night, and it ended with a shootout. I don't believe in aliens, but it's a cool story. Ooh, that sounds fun to me. Thank you very much for that. Mr. Rich Lopitch says, the Stalker games are based off a novel called Roadside Panic. The book speculates that aliens briefly showed up on the Earth, but don't interact with humans and simply leave behind traces of their existence. Ooh, dun dun dun. Like Stonehenge, perhaps? Like the Grand Canyon?
Oh my
Where they just nuke everything? No, I don't know. All right, we'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. Thank you guys very much for your support. Phoenix, let's get a quick update on our tally, which definitely does not include Shams' support.
It does not.
It does not. Here we go. It is $59.38 for the Zelda franchise, $111 for the Pokemon franchise, and of course, Xenosaga at $278.99. But wait, there's more. Digimon for $5.
Okay. I'm glad we got Digimon in. Thank you very much. Okay, so right now we have Pokemons with the lead. Okay, real quick hit here. Real quick hit. We have a friend of the show, Jake Monroe. He's been on the show several times. He's going to be on here in a couple weeks. He has some videos that he does on his channel. He's gotten pretty damn popular, man. It's great to see. Jake goes in and he shoots all of his stuff from looks like a studio, and it fits him very, very well. He has this black and white motif, really pops. He sets up his cameras and he shoots from this. I'm guessing it's a studio. I figured it was kind of like some cool place, right? So he shoots. You can see he's got his GoPro set up, and he puts together a script and he shoots, and it's a like really nice, clean, and it's kind of been a really nice setup for all of his videos. I imagine he shoots probably several videos at one time, and that's all been great until now, as he is apparently extremely problematic. You see the email that was sent to him from the studio space. Dear Jake, I'm writing to inform you that your upcoming studio booking has been canceled with immediate effect. The decision has been made following reports and complaints received from third parties regarding the nature of your content associated with your previous recordings, which has been identified as potentially discriminatory in character. As outlined in our non-discrimination and prohibited content policy, the studio maintains a strict zero-tolerance approach towards any form of content that may be considered homophobic, racist, or otherwise discriminatory. This policy is aligned with UK legislation, including the Equality Act 2010 and relevant provisions of the Public Order Act 1986. Given the seriousness of these concerns and in accordance with our terms and conditions, we are unable to proceed with your booking. Please note that a full refund has been issued to your original payment method.
I say refunded them.
Oh, that's nice. So here we are. It has happened. He is no longer allowed to record where he recorded, and as you know, that's the beautiful thing about the internet today, as Jake says. It's over, boys. I'm surprised it took them this long, but I can no longer use that white studio for my videos. I can still make videos from my desk. And then I would say that word, but we'd get demonetized as well. Yes, right there. More of the same. Like I said, Jake surprised it took him this long based off of what he was recording over here. But this idea that you can't use our studio because you say the things that we don't like or the things in our policies over here. I'm not shocked by this. As a matter of fact, I was kind of surprised that he actually went out and rented a studio to do these things. Phoenix, I'm sure pretty sure you have something to say about this.
Yeah, I mean, fuck me. First of all, Jake, sorry about that. You should please come to the United States. It's time. If you can make it happen, I think you should. Look, what are you going to do? Like, that's their policy, right? There's not much we can say about this. This is obviously ridiculous. Lord knows what horrible content other people have made in there that could be argued is phobic to somebody else or hurtful to somebody else or whatever. You're just a studio space, guys. Just let the people do their thing from the studio space. No one is looking at that content and going, those sons of bitches at the studio. Like, no, they're looking at Jake. You're literally a stage for a performer. You're not the person creating the content itself. The best you can do, I mean, it's futile, but if you guys are out over in the UK, is if you believe in Jake's messaging and stuff like that and freedom of speech, then I urge and implore you guys to publicly say that you will never, ever use that studio ever, and you will take your business somewhere else. And it's as simple as that.
I will say this, the studio, extremely discriminatory as it's only white right here. Oh.
That is a good point.
Hard for him to blend in.
Yeah. If Jake, I'll tell you what, Jake needs to make his way to Dallas, and we need to have our own space to do all of our shows and for Jake to work out of, and just a big area for all of us to work. I think that'd be really, really great. We should definitely think about that. I think that'd be a big, big W for that. Momma Occo, Have you ever received any situations where your content has been seen as problematic and thus you've been removed from, a situation?
Well, I haven't like had massive stuff like getting removed from an entire studio or having a plush canceled on me like Celestium did, but I did have a situation where I wanted to work with a merch company, and I'm not going to mention the guy's name because I don't think he hated necessarily my content, but he was like, I host a lot of different creators. A lot of people have already complained to me because I made promotional material for you in the past. And because of that, I don't want, and it was just kind of like one of those things where it's just like, I got to watch out for my business. And I was like, I get that. And that's totally fine. I don't hate the guy and all that kind of stuff, but it does really suck that, some businesses or some people cancel or throw away people just because, they talk about things that may be considered unsavory. And he even mentioned, he's like, oh, you're with people that some people have deemed as transphobic or homophobic. And I was just like, yeah, I guess, sure. But like, I don't think that should matter. I think that the best business should win overall. But, I don't blame the guy. Again, he's tiny business, didn't really deserve the flack. And so I kind of just walked away from it.
This is, especially in the UK where Jake is. I mean, I can only imagine how it's, shrouded under the idea of tolerance, right? And as you said, Phoenix, this idea of it's a stage, right? It's a venue. I mean, you probably paid him a couple $100 to rent out the space, and it does look nice. But once again, this is 2026. We have more than enough ability to really create all that right now instantly from his desk. He could, and the white doesn't make it. Yes, it is. It's a nice contrast to what he's doing, but at the same time, very easily can do that in many other ways. I mean, I've seen the Panda sub. And we do that on an iPhone, right? So it's pretty impressive stuff. So, well, we'll be rooting for Jake, and we're gonna need to get him over to Texas here soon, and just have him totally relocate. I think that'd be a great thing. We have a lot of friends that live in other parts of the world, which I don't know what the what the rules are as far as relocation, as far as visas and such go, or especially for content creation. But we should definitely figure something out when it comes to that. All right, Blabs, I'm sure we have some more support. Let's go and read some of that off. And then I want to get to this next story, which is all about Pokemon.
Yeah,
and
I actually just
scalping.
threw another one in there for you. Alex for 5 says they need to say they are aliens so that the United States of Mars is also stolen land. Chief Corey Anderson for 5 says someone is going to need to apologize to the ancient alien guys if this is true. I doubt it, though. 5 for Zelda. Mercenary for 1 says, yeah, Pokemon, I've heard about this stuff about the underground aliens and the undersea stuff. It's all over the truther community. That is 1 for Pokemon. The Art School Dropout for 5 says, I am convinced Phoenix points in the alien conversation sounds like a smokescreen. He is an alien trying to point us in the wrong direction. His birthday is every day because he's from a hive mind. Oh, dear.
Oh, he's gone.
Mercenary for another $1 says, Pokemon, look up the Navy Admiral by the name of Admiral Byrd and his trip to Antarctica, and he took an entire fleet down there only for it to be wiped out because they were chasing Nazis. Not a joke. That is 1 for Pokemon. Corey comes back for 5, says, that is the point, Tim. A slow trickle of over time of info will make people not freak out. Anna Paulina Luna is not a bitch either. Zelda, that's 5 for Zelda. Corey for 2 says, so Scientology is real? 2 for Zelda. Badger Actual for 7 for 10 says, retired combat veteran can confirm ET are real. Are we witness tech so advanced there's no known defense against it while on mission in Afghanistan 2013? Terrifying experience.
Ooh. I want to talk to you. I want to learn. I want to have this conversation. I want to know what you saw. Are you allowed to tell me? And if you're not, if you'll get abused by that alien technology out like in Afghanistan, what? That's now I'm intrigued. Okay, you got me. Like, did Bin Laden have the technology to take down the towers like that? Just saying, pretty fucked up.
Anyway, Art School Dropout for 5 says, if the aliens aren't here to try and to kill us, fuck us, save us, or enslave us, they don't matter in everyday big pictures. Soul Silver for 5 says, not sure why, but I kind of agree with Occo, and God created other aliens. I personally think they don't want to associate with us whatsoever. I would not. Send these fake money to Xeno. That's 5 for Xenosaga. Mercenary for one says Pokemon. I don't smoke, Blabs. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'm 100% stone cold sober 24/7. Well, Mercenary has just admitted that he's just absolutely fucked in the head without drugs or
He's not
anything
fucked in the
else.
head. Really, relax.
One
I love you,
Pokemon.
Mercenary.
Nathan for 20 says the problem with disclosure, so many of them have been announced, and when a scandal happens, it always turns out to be a nothing burger. I used to believe in aliens until the government told me they were real. Hashtag Zelda. That's 20 for Zelda. Gig says Legend of Zelda. As a Christian myself, I enjoy studying these supernatural topics. I believe aliens are fallen angels and/or Nephilim and Repine hybrids. That is 5 for Zelda. I just think of Robin Hood Men in Tights, a Jew here. Anyway, Double AJ says, do you think the aliens will be the red lectoids or the black lectoids? 5 for Zelda. I don't know what that means. Hi has no face. Says the aliens discovered our search history for the Xeno. That's $20 for Xenosaga. Speedy Cake for Australian 10 says they seem to be going after all the tubers that are lefty, as Leaflet got a guideline strike today as well. It seems according to a video posted about 11 hours ago.
Okay, real quick. We had Leaflet on yesterday, and she had been flagged at that point, and I sent her a message. I was like, Leaf, you got a flag and we didn't talk about it on the show. You got a strike on your sheet. She's like, I just didn't think it was that big a deal. I was like, what? Like, how can you not mention that while you're on our show? Anyways, yes, we're good to go. So sorry.
Last effect for 20 says 20 for Pokemon, pouring one out for Jake. He's got a great Discord. Press F in the chat for him. How's everybody's weekend? Better than the Quarter Pounder. Cut their stream after an hour on Rumble thanks to some spicy dollar donations. Thank you.
I did
Pokemon.
I did hear that, by the way. I did hear that he ended his stream earlier yesterday. It's a damn shame. Speaking of, I'll be watching the June the King documentary, for those of you just popping in, immediately after today's show over at kick.com/sidescrollers. Only on Kick today. Join us over there. There's us. You can find us over there. Go to kick.com/sidescrollers or click the link in the description over on YouTube. You can go directly there. Not on YouTube, not on Twitch, not on Kick, or not on Rumble, not on Plus, only on Kick today. So join us over there. Looking forward to that. Let's get one more blast.
That was, by the way, that was $20 for Pokemon Phoenix. Corey for 2 says the Texas sun would burn Jake to a crisp. Zelda, that's 2 for Zelda. That's kind of fair. Thumb Ugly for 5 say something taboo in the UK. Even outside the UK, they arrest you as soon as you go there. Jake would face the same trouble going home. Xenosaga Munya, that's 5 for Xenosaga. We're caught up for now.
Blabs, I want to go to this Pokemon story here, and for some reason I'm frozen. Oh, there we are. I wanted to go to this Pokemon story.
Mentally or physically?
Both, yes. But I wanted to show this to you because I thought you would giggle at this. And Occo, did you see the Met Gala stuff?
I
yesterday?
did. Oh, man. I could say so many things. I'm not going to, though.
Well, maybe this lady will just do a good job of describing this.
No.
Met Gala be like this. You can see her.
Smile.
You can see her over here. She has,
I like it.
a power strip and some headphones.
Hello Kitty fan.
Look at that jaw.
Yeah, dude, I didn't think about it, but she must be on drugs or something, Rachel Zegler, doing all those jaw things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that one's kind of funny.
This is great. Love it. So is this one of those face masks? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is exactly what it's like with there.
Yep.
And to further add to this, it's just lovely. Further add to this, Phoenix, you'll probably enjoy this one because you'll understand this reference. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I got to repent later.
Yeah. What was her name? In
I think Wanda. Was it Wanda?
Yeah, Wanda. Was it Tawanda or Wanda?
Yeah,
or
something like that.
Wanda?
Yeah.
From In Living Color.
Yep.
Jamie Foxx dressed up as a woman, which now would be seen as problematic. Oh, spectacular stuff. Anyways, just a little quick hit. Blabs, you enjoy Wanda?
I don't even know what you're referencing.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't. You're a fetus over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes. Okay. Pokemon. Apparently, it's all the rage again. Apparently, it's the biggest, most important thing in the world, and the adults are ruining it by scalping everything.
They are.
We can't even collect kids' cards anymore without scalpers ruining the whole damn thing. Let's go to Los Angeles here. As a man was inside of a Best Buy because he wanted the first Pokemon cards of the day.
Prize discovery at a Best Buy in Pasadena. A man was found inside that closed store. A group of Pokemon card collectors were camping outside the Best Buy all night. They noticed a large police response and found out a man was still inside the store. We heard from witnesses who say they believe that man was hiding in the Best Buy before closing so that he could get to those Pokemon trading cards.
Pokemon 151. Oh. Yeah. We're here for the 151.
I was just here for some Pokemon drop, but I went to the restroom, not even 15 minutes. I come back and there's cops everywhere.
That man, there you see him, was taken into custody.
So we now have dudes trying to camp out in stores overnight, trying to get the Pokemon cards before everybody else.
Which is ironic because he's literally paying for it legally.
Yeah. Right. But it's not just Best Buy. It's Target. Mm-hmm. As we have these wonderful little displays. Just so cute, so fun. And guess what? People are just taking these things and leaving the store. And then they're turning around and selling them on eBay.
I don't know if they're just taking them, because I've actually asked Target employees when I was a kid, like, can I have this empty display box of a Harry Potter thing? And I would just blink my eyelashes at them, when I'm 10. And they would say yes to me. And I would just walk out there. I got it. So maybe they're just, lucky and they just get it too.
Yeah, but the guys taking this aren't 10. They're middle-aged men that don't have a minimum wage job that are trying to take
and then they sell it for $900.
Trying to take a whole display and then like Scott is just like, why are you? I would never buy something like this. I don't know why they think that they're just going to go out there and say, hey, Pokemon fans, you want to put this in your room? Which is like the only people
apparently they do.
Store.
They got it for free and they sell it on eBay for $900.
It's just like
that's crazy.
I love this hobby. I've collected cards for a long time, but like this is too much. It's one of those times where I don't buy from scalpers ever. Never. Oh,
okay. This is insanity here because I see this right here on eBay. I have eBay pulled up and they actually are selling these things. Look at this. Target Pokemon display ditto. $465 right there.
No, what you need to do is you need to go to the sold listings because that's just asking price, right? So this is what they're asking.
Okay, sounds good.
So scroll down. There's a sold listing next section for you. There it is.
Let's see. Where? Down
Show
here?
only sold items there. And then it's going to re-go. There you go.
Okay, let's see what we got. $250 is one that's been sold over here. Let's see. Let me do another quick glance here real fast. We have one that's sold for 700 blabs. Apparently I'm frozen right now, which sucks.
You're not. We see you.
Oh,
yeah, you're fine over here.
Cool.
Yeah, you're not frozen at all.
It was frozen on my end. We had a one that was $700 over here. We had one for $550. One for $900 blabs.
And look at the dates that they're selling, right? All May 4th, right? And May 5th, right when these things went on sale.
Wow. So that's what we're doing right here. We're that's great to see. Just wonderful. Great. Awesome. Love it. What the hell is up with people? Why what is the deal with Pokemon? I don't understand. When did this just get super when did this become a big thing again?
So, you joked about Logan Paul earlier. It kind of happened after him because he had his thing where he came out, he bought his Pokemon Illustrator card. He then got scammed with a big box of original Pokemon cards, and after that, he's just like, "Hey, you guys got to go out there. You got to hustle," because he's got like a bunch of hustle bros that like believe in him. And after that, it kind of is when it all started. A whole bunch of people go out there, they take all the product, they think, I'm going to get those big cards and then I'm going to sell them just like the Paul brothers told me to do. And it really does suck because it's not really slowed down ever since then. Yeah, it's really not just ever slowed down. It sucks, man.
So you're telling me that the Paul brothers have made the Pokemon craze popular again?
Yeah, there are graphs that show, I don't have them on hand, but like there are graphs that show that once he did his video talking about his Pokemon Illustrator and some of his other Pokemon collecting stuff, it like spiked. It did a hard spike.
Okay.
You know what? That's fair because I can relate to that. So there's a giant YouTuber who's got almost like 500,000 subscribers for Harry Potter, and he once did an unboxing of art box cards that don't even exist anymore. And since that, which happened 6 years ago, it's gone crazy upwards. Where a box, like a factory sealed box, is like minimum $500 now.
According to Google, it says Logan Paul heavily influenced the Pokemon community around 2020, 2021 by driving up trading card prices by roughly 1,000% following viral card openings. He notably purchased a PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator for over $5 million and previously owned a sealed first edition base set box. And his involvement was marked by a shift towards high value investing with his liquid marketplace project aiming to sell shares in rare cards. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there are some retailers who are trying to do something about this, as Bic Camera over in Japan have instituted some safeguards, if you will, if you'd like to purchase any sort of Pokemon cards. They now have a quiz that you have to take in order for you to buy any sort of Pokemon. You have to answer 15 basic questions on the Pokemon universe in order to buy cards.
I think that's fair.
Very. I agree.
I remember when I was there, I was with two guys that really, really love Pokemon. And so we were actually in the Pokemon store. And there's a limit for certain packs that you could buy right there in the store. I think it was like 3 per person or whatever it was. So they're already doing like all these limitations. And that was 2 years ago already. Yeah.
My local my local Target does that. If they have anything, they're like 2 products per person. Doesn't matter what it is, if it's just packs or if it's the big blisters or whatever. 2 per person, period. It's the only way to stop it.
Unless there's a quiz. Just saying, unless there's a quiz. We're trying. There's been, or people said potentially a pro tip is to change the questions on a day-to-day basis. But, who knows, right? But what if, there is a good thing is what if the dad, Blabs, I can hear you, by the way. What if the dad shows up and he wants to get some stuff for the kids and the dad can't answer it, right? Like he legitimately wants to buy something for his kid. So, there are things like that. But once again, these scalpers ruin it for everybody. So now the kid can't have it because the dad can't answer the Pokemon questions about the Piglosaur, that Phoenix's favorite Pokemon.
That's
earlier.
my favorite card. Yeah,
that's right. But we have more here. A Pokemon card release at the Costco in Mississauga.
This says Mississauga. That's Ontario, Canada.
Okay. Turned into a scene Friday morning. A crowd of 30 to 40 people had lined up for the Prismatic Evolution drop around 6:45 a.m. when someone threw coffee on a cart full of boxes. Oh, God! A car struck the cart, sending packs flying, then drove over them before speeding off.
Wow.
Let's fucking go. Wow. Hold on.
Ontario,
Oh.
That's awful.
My heart.
What?
Eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awful, dude. I hate that. Craig just thinks this is the funniest shit ever, and like Occo and I are like, "Oh my God, that hurts."
I'm sad, man.
It's just cardboard. It'll be all right.
No, it's not the cardboard. It's the cards inside.
Yeah, no, it's on cardboard. That's right.
No.
This is spectacular. Yeah, I love it. I love the idea that the one guy's like, if I can't have them, fuck y'all. Gonna throw my coffee and hit it with my fucking car. Oh, that's great. Look at this guy. Pissed. He's driving around in circles. He's gonna run into people walking around. Listen, there's problems with Mississauga, Ontario. Yeah, that too. What a bunch of assholes. All those Canadian assholes. They get what they deserve over here. It's ridiculous. And now apparently, look at this. This has got to be such a big issue that the Pokemon vending machines are going away. Unbelievable.
Pokemon vending machines across the states right now are on a black screen, unplugged, and it is not a maintenance error. It is actually on purpose, guys. Let's talk about it. So across the states, we're seeing signs like this one where the general managers are putting a sign, unplugging it, and saying, due to the rise of violence, the Pokemon vending machine is now out of service.
That's the greatest statement I've ever heard in my life.
Rise of violence.
Pokemon causes violence. You heard it here.
Yeah.
Due to the rise. Oh, that's outstanding. Have y'all experienced this violence when going out to do your Pokemon hunting?
So I haven't personally, but my friend Mizu, he works near a place that has a shop. He took his break there one day and observed a people get into a fist fight, and he said the cops had to be called. So he's observed it personally, but I have not. I will go to a machine if I'm in the area where my local Kroger has one, but like I'm not gonna just sit there and wait, which is what I see a lot of people do, is just sit there, scroll the thing, and try and grab product out of it.
Phoenix is slowly powering down.
Yeah.
The opposite of Pat.
I don't understand. Look, hey, look, these people aren't hurting anybody. God bless. It's your hobby. I'm not knocking it. I just really don't understand it.
Actually, they are hurting people.
Well, that's
Phoenix,
true. There is
due
violence.
to the
That is
violence.
correct.
I mean, they are definitely hurting people.
That is true.
Violence is erupting right here. Yes.
Again, like I said early on, this is not a mistake, guys. It is real. It is official. Here is a chat between Agent Maya and Juan at the Pokemon Center website in Pokemon Support. And she said, at this time, we can confirm that Pokemon Center kiosks are being gradually removed from select retail locations, especially like Kroger, for example. This shooting that I actually posted about a week and a half-ish, 2 weeks ago, was actually standing in line in front of a Kroger for Pokemon product. So the next time you go to your local Pokemon kiosk, appreciate it like it's your last time, because if it's a black screen and it is unplugged, it's going to be gone. Guys, what do you think about this? Has the Pokemon violence gone too far? Let me...
Just think about this, though. No, they're taking the vending machine away, right? Someone's going to go and steal those vending machines or just buy the vending machine so they have it in their collection.
We found the quartering version of the Pokemon guy over of Pokemon World here at the end. This
Why?
is
He
great.
gave substance and stuff.
Yes, but the best thing.
Think about this. Has the Pokemon violence gone too far?
It's like, what do you think of this? Has the Pokemon violence gone too far? Yeah, it has gone too far. Yes, you literally answered the question. He did great work. I'm just giving him a hard time over there. But wow, that's where we're at right now. This is an ongoing epidemic. People have freaked out so much that they're shutting the vending machines down over here.
I think, Occo, you should go get yourself a vending machine. How cool would that be? And then you can just go and put your collection side of it and be like, which card do I want to look at today? Boop! And it just comes out.
If you're smart, if any of you guys are smart, I mean, these are Pokemon fans. What are they, 1'2" and not a piece of muscle on their body? Just get one of your jacked fucking friends to go down there, give them the money to buy the thing. No one's fucking with that guy, right? You get fucking Tyrone, your brother, to go down there. Yeah. Everyone's fucked. I just solved everyone's problems right there.
Mm-hmm.
I like the gross stereotyping you just did right there, Phoenix.
It's accurate, though. It's accurate.
So I wouldn't put my collection in that. What I've been doing recently, actually, is, and I threw a link in, is I am putting together a binder of Pokemon cards that are themed around different trainers and the Pokemon that they like to use. That's what I'm doing with my Pokemon collection right now. Is you gotta opening packs is definitely very fun, but you gotta find a good theme to do it around. Otherwise, just collecting aimlessly, I feel like wastes your time and money. So.
You're not even gonna pull it up. He says to put it in the private chat, and you're like, nah. I'll do it. Don't worry.
Chat.
I got it. Don't worry. It's fine. He wasn't listening. I got you. Don't worry.
You're
so
good.
this is it. Why can't I add? There we go. Pokemon binder theme. First of all, can I just say, as a fellow nerdy card collector, the 9 pages are sick.
I agree.
I love the 9 pages. And then when you turn them over, mine, for me, they become a giant poster, like an image or something. What do you have for yours? Are they like an image on the back or no?
There is, so I'm going to actually paint the front and back of the binder because the binder is able to be painted with acrylic, and I'm going to get some wax paper to transfer the design onto there and then paint it on. And then on the inside, the goal is to get full art trainer cards, the full art Pokemon cards, and then print out some art that will go along with it. So, yeah, my hope is to do it in like a year or so. But yeah,
Sweet.
the idea is like I want to collect, but the theme is Pokemon. So there you go.
Yeah.
Can I virtue signal for a second, please?
Man, nothing would make me happier.
I love the virtue signal. So it's sort of on topic. I just want to say, like, like where the Pokemon people were fighting and everything. I've already told this story before, so I'll keep it really quick. I was online for 3 days to get a Wii. I got on. It was like those were impossible to get. It was during Christmas.
Whatever.
I got on there. I was the last. It turned off. Turned out I was the last person to get it. And what happens behind me? A father looks to his 4-year-old son and goes, "Not this year, son. Not this year." So what did your boy Phoenix do? Not like the scalpers, not like all the people with the fist fights and all this other shit. He said, "You know what? You cut in line." And 3 days went for fuck all, and I left and I let that kid have that Wii. That's what your boy Phoenix did. Yep.
What a champion this guy is. I'm shocked by your virtue right now.
Thank you.
What a star.
Brave, really, when you think about it.
I mean, you may be the most brave person I've ever
appreciate
heard in my entire life. I mean, there are people battling cancer and fighting wars, but the fact that you sacrificed your Wii for that young person.
Exactly. Thank you.
What a star.
Yep. I gave you. Well, I'm not going to say that. Okay.
You know, as a matter of fact, Phoenix, while Blabs gets super chats ready to go, I just really think that it's important that we all just stop down. Thank you so much. What? Yeah, way to go. Blabs. Go ahead. Are we done with that story?
I don't know, Occo, you got any more?
Yes.
I mean, when it comes to Pokemon scalping, it is unfortunately in a horrible point. But I will say there is a bit of a white pill. Part of the reason why Pokemon cards are getting scalped to the way they are is because the ability that Pokemon Center has to print them is so very bad. And so what they are doing that will be done in 2 years is they're getting a new print facility somewhere in North Carolina, and it is going to double or triple the amount of Pokemon cards they're able to print. So cards that were normally scarce, they are just planning to flood the market to kill the value of basically everything. So if you have your awesome modern cards right now, you might want to sell them because in a couple of years when they get that print facility up, all of them are going to be worthless.
Okay. Now it's making more sense.
Okay. So Eric from You, Me, and the Movies just sent me something Pokemon related. So we're going to play this real fast. All right. So it says these young boys were over at Pokemon kiosk wishing they could buy something, and this woman saw them looking in it. So she offered to buy them each one. They were so excited and grateful. We need more amazing people like her in the world.
Like me. Like
yeah.
You sure? I can get one for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's wild.
I'm positive. You guys can have it.
Imagine if this was a guy, how much he'd be grilled.
No.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah.
You're grooming.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, for
why
sure.
though? That's terrible.
Hopefully you guys pull something good.
Sweet. See, look, there are good people out there. And look at the little happy Pikachu. So happy.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I
that's
want
good
a
one
Harry
to get.
Potter vending machine. That's nice.
I have the Pokemon game. Oh, do you? Nice.
You know it'd be vandalized immediately, Blabs.
Oh, true. With the freaking trans pride flag and everything on it.
Mm-hmm. You gotta make your own.
I'm gonna go and hire someone to make me a vending machine.
While you were doing that, I want to let you know that I was busy making a new asset, which is probably my favorite asset that I'm ever going to make on this show.
Okay.
And, I'm going to upload it here and just share it with you really quick because this is my my favorite thing I've ever made. And hold on, shit, I'm not quite there yet. Need to do one more quick export.
Anyway, the Badger Actual for 5 says, I can talk, just have to leave out PII, obey infosec, OPSEC, and obscure ton, but I can talk. Just hit me up on Discord. Link is in the description of videos. That's for you, Craig.
Okay.
West for 5 says, correction, it's 3 heart valve cusps. Not sure why I thought I was beats mixed it up for some reason. Well, I really hope you mixed that up because you'd be dead then. Lord Marshall for 10 euros says, well, it's not called Meth Gala for nothing. Hashtag Zelda. It's 10 for Zelda. The Jedsters for 5 says, I saw Facebook market posts advertising the empty camping chairs outside of Best Buy, claiming they're free to take. This is how you fight scalping. Problem. Why am I the problem?
Wow.
Because I like stuff, whereas you don't like anything? Wolfsbane for 2 says, thanks Logan Paul for starting this bullshit. Pokemon, by the way, that's 2 for Pokemon. Mac for 5 says, the sneakerheads dumped what they had and flooded Pokemon. Only thing funny about this is watching the videos of the brawls outside of Target. Thank you. Kari for 5 says, Blabs, are you a fan of the Super Carlin Brothers, the Harry Potter Theory videos? I actually have no idea who they were, and I Googled them, and he's got pronouns in his YouTube description, so automatically discredited. And that's 5 for Zelda. But thank you. Jiggly for 2 Canadians says, oh crap, that's my Costco. Commodore for 5 says, Mahang, y'all. And both the scalpers and the people buying from them and all our hobbies are the problem. They can all go fuck themselves with a jagged, rusty pitchfork where the sun don't shine. Impressive. Why am I the problem? I'm not a
But
scalper,
I'm the
my
solution. I am the solution because I gave that kid so he could have a great Christmas.
I'm confused
That's
as to why
solution.
you say I'm the problem here.
No,
there are no cards for me in America to buy. Yeti for 10 says, once worked opening shift at my local McDonald's in a small farm town. I had one guy pull in at 5 a.m., 30 minutes before open, trying to buy the entire supply of Pokemon cards meant for Happy Meals. That's nuts. Simulator for Canadian 2 says, that is why aliens don't visit us for the Pokemon cards.
Right.
Dan says, always blame the scalpers who buy all the Pokemon cards. I think that's a great idea for quiz questions. So can buy the cards in Japan, even though I don't collect Pokemon cards anymore. Thank you for that. Mac for 5 says, waiting on a future Heat style of heist for Pokemon distributor trucks. Oh my god, yeah. And Mad Frog for 10 says, $10 for Pokemon Fight Club. So it's 10 for Pokemon. I has no face for 20 says, you could hire some Marines for a box of Crayolas. The Xeno probe again. Thank you very much. Siphon says, I want to see the employment to welfare ratio for all of these collectors. I remember back in junior high, fist fights over cards. This has been a problem for a long time. This member message is for Zelda. What's the member message? It's about like $4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's
yeah.
4 for Zelda. Thanks, Craig, for paying attention. Gold for 10 says, I'll give this to the Legend of Link. Pokemon was kind of a cesspool of degeneracy. Love Lucario, but Pal World is much better because of guns. All right, so that's 10 for Zelda.
Okay.
Art School Dropout for 5 says, what percentage of the new cards each release do you estimate actually make it to a game of Pokemon TCG?
0.
Well, this thing is, some people just collect the cards just to collect the cards and not play. I don't know. Commodore Fan for 2 says, hate to burst your bubbles, but the lady buying the Pokemon cards for the kids saw an opportunity, in my honest opinion, only did it for TikTok clicks and more than made her money back or wouldn't have filmed. That's fair. That's also sad, but that's fair.
All right, Phoenix, let's get a quick update on where we're at with our Pokemon versus Zelda battle right now.
This is heartbreaking. Zelda may not make it. $132.38 for the Zelda franchise, $166 for Pokemon, the ushering in of violence and death and destruction that Pokemon is, and $308.99 for Xenosaga, and let's not forget $5 for Digimon.
I would like to remind everybody that if you do vote for Pokemon, you are in fact voting for violence.
That's true.
This is true. You love violence, and
We love violence.
It's wildly unfortunate. We also do have the $4,000 lurking still here to be decided.
Oh, it's not lurking. It's not decided. I know where she wants it to go. I'm just waiting.
Yes, let's just be real. We're going to tell everybody at the end because this is way too funny. Because, hey, whatever, right? All righty. Hey, I wanted to hit a couple things really fast. Oh, you know what? Real quick, before we do that, I do think it's important. I want to stop down because it's time to let everybody know about today's sponsor, which is the greatness that is Rumble Wallet. We talk about it all the time. Once again, right now with Rumble Wallet, you can totally shift the mood of the Pokemon versus Zelda battle right now. A 4x exponential multiplier over there by using Rumble Wallet to vote. And on top of that, it is a great alternative for some other platforms out there. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say what the end goal with Rumble Wallet is, and the platform it's competing against. But the purpose is very clear. Make an alternative. And right now, the usage is very simple. It's designed to help creators get the money that you support with, right? So once again, on YouTube, you super chat, they take 30%. Twitch, that's right, 50% of all subs. That's crazy. Rumble Wallet, 0% goes to Rumble. They give it all to the creator. So consider supporting over with Rumble Wallet. We selfishly would like to be the #1 supported channel on all of Rumble with Rumble Wallet, and we would love, I heard that we are close. I think we're like in the top 5. So I would love if we upped our game up a little bit and continued to do that. And the best way to do that is by scanning the QR code on your screen. That goes directly to Rumble and says, hey, those side scrollers, folks, they're doing pretty damn good. Download the Rumble Wallet app and become a first adopter of this new alternative tech for all sorts of fun things in the future. This is just like Rumble Wallet version 0.1 right now. I encourage you guys to check it out for yourself. Get it on it. And if it's for you right now, awesome. If it's not, that's fine too. At least you have it in your back pocket for later. So consider checking it out. You can support with all sorts of digital currencies, whether it's Tether or Bitcoin or all sorts of fun things. So check it out for yourself. Download with the QR code on your screen. Or use the link if you're watching on the archive. We'd really appreciate that. It's down in the description. Thanks for supporting us, Rumble Wallet. They support us, so please consider supporting them. All right. Next up, wanted to get to this. We talk nostalgia on our show frequently. We have a segment that's today and yesterday, right? And it's always fun to look back on nostalgia, but it's important that you don't get caught up in nostalgia and you don't let your past life dictate your current and future life. And I found this video from the prophet that is XQC. Chat. Blabs, I know you're a big XQC fan. And he had some...
No.
I know. He had some profound words about the golden age of life.
Age is right now. You might not understand this.
Hold on. Let me actually rephrase that.
Listen. The golden age is right now. You might not understand this now, but the best days, they're not yesterday or tomorrow. They're right now. It just doesn't seem like that because you're in it, and perspective kind of stop you from doing that. But the faster you understand it, that this is the truth, the faster you'll allow yourself to be happy. The problem is that a lot of people are unhappy. They don't allow themselves to be happy. I look back and I go, wow, that was the golden age. That was the golden age. As then I'm like, yo, and it was a golden age. It was all a golden age.
I think it's pretty fairly profound, I would say. Like, congratulations, you're living in your best times. And I know it sounds so simple and basic, but there's a lot of truth in that. The idea that, look, things are like, I know that you're going through the shit or you feel like you're going through the shit, but you will eventually look back on today and be like, oh, that was awesome, right? Oh my God, my kids. Oh my God, my wife. Oh my God, whatever. But if you put it in perspective, there's not to saying everybody's golden age right now, but he's saying for the most part, the golden age of a lot of people's life is right now. You're in the middle of it. I don't know. Do you guys agree, disagree? Is he an
literally
idiot?
a Latin motto. It says "Carpe diem," seize the day. I think that just basically is it.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure. Do you guys have have you guys looked back on any times in your life and been like, man, that was the best? Because I hear that all the time. Where I've been doing this for a long time. People go, man, I used to watch your stuff on Screw Attack back in the day. That was such a good part of my life. And what they're saying is, it's not the videos that they watched. It was the time that they were living, right? It was the fact that they could go home and watch those videos and not have to worry about all the things that were happening in their life at the time. They didn't have to worry about, rent or insurance or whatever is going on in their life at that time, or mortgages or whatever. It was just a simpler time. And the reality is that oftentimes as life continues, life gets more complicated. It's harder. It's not as easy as it was when you were a child, which is why so many people look back on the golden age of when they were a youth, a teenager in their early 20s. But I guarantee you talk to somebody in their 60s, 70s, 80s, like my mom goes, hey, you're in your prime right now. I'm like, I'm in my prime right now? She's like, yes, you're in your prime right now. Don't waste it, And I'm in like my mid 40s over here, right? And it seems so bizarre, but as you age, you look back and you go, wow, that's awesome. And I guarantee that somebody who was 100 be looking back at somebody in their 70s and 80s and be like, do you realize how lucky you are to be with your grandkids? There's always this, it's all about perspective. And I think that XQC, in a weird way, did a good job of kind of describing that, I guess. Phoenix, any truth to what XQC says here about the golden age being right now?
I think it's a very, very positive outlook, and I think it does apply. And I think that's really the way you should look at things. And I think most problems that we face day to day, while they seem like insurmountable at the moment, one thing that life teaches you is that usually you do get by one way or the other. And the more friends and family you keep, the better those chances are to overcome those things. So I think it's a very positive way of looking at things. That said, when I was 13, I said, well, it's all downhill from here. And for me, 100% accurate. Each passing day more miserable than the last.
Thanks so much for allowing us to wallow in your misery, Phoenix. I appreciate that. That's great. Occo, I don't know. You want to add anything to all this conversation?
I mean, in my personal opinion, I do agree that the golden age is right now. There's a lot of stuff that's always going on where, I have to worry about stuff. I got to take care of stuff. But I do agree that like the golden age is definitely in the moment. I've always had that idea of just like not praying or looking back and longing for periods that you've lost. It's looking forward and trying to embrace the now. It makes me a lot happier at the very least. I don't know about others, but.
And with the way I'll close this segment out is by showing you a clip of the 90s as they are gone in a blink of an eye. as people be like, oh man, I remember that. Oh, that's the complete opposite of this entire message. By the way, did you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ice cream there? Where was that? It was almost at the end there.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are you?
Where it had their face, right? Is that what you're talking about?
A lot of classics.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's lost in here forever.
Greg, what did you like better, the 80s or the 90s?
My formative years were the 90s. So I would say the 90s for sure. Going to the arcade, having a good time. Oh, there it was. Going to the arcade.
There it is.
Yes, there it is. Yes.
Kind of terrifying when you look at it.
Yeah, honestly, tasted like dog shit. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, right? Let's just be real. The fact that it was a circle with some crazy food coloring in it and two, by the way, chalky ass, gross gumball eyes. Let's just be real. Call a spade. These things sucked.
Yeah.
Like these things suck balls. So just want to point that out. Don't let your nostalgia cover for you right there.
I'm going to be honest, that didn't look very accurate because normally the eyes are very shifted.
No, not accurate at all. Not accurate at all. All right, Blabs, I got some supers. Then I have some video game news, which I'm going to hold on to this worst movie character of all time conversation for another day. Because I think that this is going to be a really good conversation. As the number one video game entertainment podcast on God's Green Earth, we are going to deliver some hardcore video game news here in just a second. Blabs, what do we have for this wonderful sport?
Okie dokies. Electron for 10 says, why is Pokemon the GOAT franchise? My 3-year-old daughter is into Pokemon and loves playing it with me. She has almost mastered the controls for Pokemon Leaf Green and just has me as a guide for Pokemon. That is 10 for Pokemon. Raging Wolf for 5 says, you need to ask Cindy how she bullied a 9-year-old to buy a Ganger plushie at Target yesterday morning. She's such a bully. Love you, Cindy. 4 for Zelda. That's $4.99, so it's really 5 for Zelda.
Okay.
Nomad for 5 says, I woke up today and I chose non-violence. Link it up. That is 5 for Zelda. Game Hunter Series for 10 says, when I was a kid, I collected Gen 1 to 3 Pokemon cards. I only played Gen 1 to 2 Pokemon games. As an adult, I bought my younger brothers their Pokemon games. These scalpers I've seen are weak. Money for Pokemon. That is 10 for Pokemon. Seneca for $50. I'm going to go and grab some boobs. The Legend of Zelda, 80s Garage Bale Kids over at Pokemon. That is 50 for Zelda. Thank you very much.
Garbage Pail Kids. Garbage Pail
Oh, well, it
Kids.
says garage. That's what it's written, dude. I'm literally reading
It says
it.
Garage Pail Kids? That's
It
funny.
says garage bale.
Oh,
Yes,
Garage
but
Pail Kids.
That's what I'm reading.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uxie Knight for 5 says Pokemon Fight Club. Also, you guys want to make me start to collect cards? Do it. That is a 5 for Pokemon.
Craig, I think it's a good show. I think you get 2 Pokemon. I think you get 2 Pokemon guys to duke it out in a ring for some rare collectible. I think you do a Pokemon club.
No, so a long time ago, Phoenix, probably about a decade or so now, we did when the Amiibos were really
popular. You had the Executioner and stuff. Yeah, that's great.
I think we do. What if we did the exact same thing?
I just want to see them with boxing gloves.
No.
You.
I don't know how Pokemon works, right? But let's say you actually have people play Pokemon. The losers have to have their cards destroyed. The winner wins cash, glory, and fame, right?
Right.
And I think that'd be spectacular, like hardcore card game Pokemon. I love that.
Let's do it.
Occo, would you be interested in something like that? If it was like an all or nothing type of thing?
Be tricky. It'd have to probably be a hell of a cash prize, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, I would have to say so. I don't know.
What is a hell of a cash prize?
I don't know. I'd have to think about at least over like 5 or 10,000. I don't know.
Oh wow. Okay, geez. Okay, that is.
Yeah, because you're asking people to destroy their like collection, so it'd probably have to be a big one.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the price of the collection, you know.
Okay. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Yes, Plebs.
I'm multitasking. Okay. Commodore Fan for 2 says, I just saw an X that Ted Turner died. I remember growing up, my granddad never liked him and would watch Braves games on WTBS, calling Ted a traitorous commie because of his wife, Jane Fonda, being one.
Yes.
Well, you know. Seneca for 1 says garbage pale kids autocorrect as a demon. This can go to Zelda as well. That is 1 for Zelda. Electron for 10 says from a competitive standpoint, I can see why Creatures Inc. wants to flood the market with cards. In MTG, you have to spend $1,000 on singleton cards to build a competitive deck. For Pokemon, that is 10 for Pokemon. Rice for 10 says Beyblade is the new golden age, therefore I am too. The Art School Dropout for 5 says every day is a good day, just try missing one. Seneca for 5 says TMNT pies fresh from the sewer to you, delicious.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
That's 5 for Zelda. Gold Soul for 10 says anyone playing Dead as Disco when it comes out for Midna. What the hell's Midna? Midna?
That'd be Zelda. How much was that for?
Oh, that's 10.
Okay. Yeah, Twilight Princess, I believe.
Oh, Danny for 2 says I cried on my 4-year-old birthday because I didn't want to grow up because then I have bills. Now I just have to worry about if I get mac and cheese or watch Barney. I don't want to have to work. I had just caught my mom crying over spending too much on milk and was worried about gas for dad to work. Pokemon because violence. So that's 2 for Pokemon.
Okay.
And then Tamama for 10 says kind of topical, but of all things to do this before XQC, it was streaming turd of Mass Effect on Andromeda. The Krogan companion is asked what's the worst thing he has experienced, lived 1,000-odd years. He says now, and the other companion is like, huh. And he just goes, everything seems worse when you are in the middle of it. Everything else is a good story. Quite the life lessons from such a shite game, although vastly better with mods. Xenosaga. That was a whirlwind.
right.
There was $10 for Xenosaga. I don't know what I just read, but then Danny the Robot came in with a Canadian $50. Boop.
Wow.
And he says, Zelda. My first Zelda game I ever played back in the day is actually Link to the Past on a Super Nintendo. So that's
thank
50
God.
for Zelda.
Thank God.
Then there's another 50 right here. Boop.
No.
Crispy Chickens for 50 says, will not stand by and let Zelda go quietly into the night. We will fight. Let this day be our Independence Day. For Zeruda, this Japanese, the Japanese of Zelda. That's 50 for Zelda.
All right.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Thank you.
Don't hold it. What if Shamsa doesn't want the Zelda?
Then it'll make
Well,
it
we'll
even
find-
funnier.
Robert $4.99 says Mel leaves side scrolls over having JT on disagreeing with her anti-Gooner takes. Now she hangs with a Ren Fair Gooner. Hashtag Zelda. That's $4.99 for Zelda.
Hey, call spade a spade. It is what it is. Crispy Chicken, thank you so much. Dan the Evil Robot, let's get you guys on the wall real quick.
Thank you.
And while Phoenix, you give us an update.
Sure. Here we go. It is $323.36 for the Zelda franchise. That really just all came in that last burst there. $193 for the Pokemon franchise, $5 for Digimon, and $318.99 for Xenosaga. So Xenosaga is not beating Zelda at the moment.
Okay. I think it's about time. We need to add Shamsa's, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, 4,000 votes to this. Labs,
ready?
Let's do this in real time, and then let's see how Phoenix reacts to this.
Ready?
Yep.
Boom. $4,323.36 for the Zelda franchise.
Yeah.
I'm suspecting a lot of violence from those hoodlums over on the Pokemon community right now. A lot of anger over there.
Oh, I'm very upset. I'm going to start scalping tomorrow.
All right, real quick. So thank you very much, Phoenix. That looks like it's safe to say Zelda will be moving on in this battle. But you never know. You never know. Rumble Wallet is a thing. 4x multiplier on that.
Well, we just got another big boost for Zelda, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ken came in with $50 on Rumble Wallet. So that's 50 times 4. That's another 200 for Zelda. Let me grab some boobs. He says, let's go for Zelda since Pokemon is franchise of stupid violence outside the game and lacking it in the game. Also, you do a good job. Thanks, you, Ken.
Thank you,
Ken.
brother. Let's get... All right, excellent. And I'm going to put Ken on the wall, get these last couple blabs. Then I want to do a couple quick hits in the gaming space.
Okay, Reese for 2 says Ted Turner once stated that as long as he was alive, the censored 11 will never air on TV. Now that he is gone and the Looney Tunes are mostly shown on MeTV Tunes. Anyway, okay, thank you for that.
Okay,
B. Barrett
thanks.
says it's dangerous to go alone. Take this, and he gives 5.
For Zelda?
5 for Zelda then. Corey says, saw a Smash JT video yesterday. Apparently Melanie's husband is a flamer. Zelda. 5 for Zelda.
I don't like to talk about people's wives or husbands or significant others. That's
the way you phrase it. I don't like to talk about people's wives.
Yeah.
Right
I mean,
after
I
that
don't,
statement, Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't. So, what is what it is. All right. Let's do some quick hits real fast when it comes to the gaming space. Yes. Here you go, Phoenix. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, which has been rumored for a long time. We apparently have some more details on it. Occo, you interested in a Zelda Ocarina of Time remake?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. People are going to say I'm not a Zelda fan, even though I played a lot of the old ones. I have not played Ocarina of Time yet, just because I never got the chance to. But if they make a remake, yeah, sure, I'll play it. If it's on the Switch 1, because I don't own the Switch 2.
Uh-oh. Well, you will not be able to play it, unfortunately. This looks to be a full remake built completely from the ground up. Not remastered or a port, but something completely new. This is from the leaker Nash Weedle. He first heard about the project in 2022, so it's been in development for 4 years, at least talking about it. Monolith Software is reportedly involved in the development. They're looking to announce this at the June Nintendo Direct with, once again, this makes sense, the holiday season 2026 release date. It'll be their big seller this year. And they said if the remake has an ambitious scope from one from Final Fantasy VII, Nash imagines that Nintendo might split it into 2.
No.
But he says this is only his guess. First game covering Child Link, second game Adult Link. Yeah, with all due respect, if they do that, fuck off. fuck off. If that's that would be horrible if they split it up into 2 games.
You don't need
but
it.
Phoenix,
I'll probably fucking buy it, but but yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, no,
there we are. There we are.
True.
There.
That is true. Yeah.
It's so easy to flip everybody around right there. Thank you very much, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. One of the big things about the Switch 2 is apparently there's no YouTube on it, so you can't watch us on it, which sucks.
Yes, I heard this.
But apparently there's a workaround here.
Little exploit.
Yes. You can now watch YouTube on the Switch 2 by downloading Indie Battle Royale. Super Animal Royale allows access to YouTube through a browser, but limits to 360p. So if anybody wants to do this and send us a picture of you watching side-scrollers on the Switch 2 via Super Animal Royale via the YouTube browser, take a picture of it and tweet it to us, because I think that'd be really fucking funny. Just throwing it out there. Don't like buy the game to do that. But if somebody just happens to have Super Animal Royale and wants to do this, I think that'd be pretty good. Now let's go to the other side of things when it comes to quick hits here in the video game space as the #1 video game entertainment podcast on God's green earth. Asha, who is now the leader and CEO of Xbox, came down with a sweet statement yesterday talking about Xbox. They said Xbox needs to move faster, deepen our connection with the community, and address friction from both players and developers. Today, we promoted leaders who helped build Xbox while also bringing in new voices to help push us forward. This balance is important as we get the business back on track. And here's the most important part. As the part of this shift, you'll see us begin to retire features that don't align with where we're headed. We'll begin winding down Copilot on mobile, and we'll stop development of Copilot on console here. This is it's been received very, very strong, as this is a pivot away from AI features here. So people seem to be enjoying that idea. Phoenix, thoughts on them moving away from Copilot?
Well, I do think they're going to bring in something else. I mean, because I forgot her name there. She came from an AI company. I don't think they're just going to abandon it. I think it's going to be somewhere else. But whatever. That said, for this news, I think Xbox, every day we're hearing from them, they're doing another thing that sounds, at least on the surface, like a good step in the right direction. I'm happy to see Xbox is starting to hopefully learn its lesson and become a real competitor. We need a competitor in the space. It would be great to have someone else, because Sony has certainly gotten extraordinarily greedy and tyrannical. So having some competition would absolutely help that out.
The idea of moving away from AI, Occo, you buy it?
I don't think they're moving away from AI. I think they're just going to put something else in there and be less specific about it. I'm going to be honest with you. Microsoft is not really known to wanting to step away from choices once they make it. So I'm not convinced.
Well, one thing that we are convinced of is there's a new Xbox opening, which before I show you the new Xbox opening that is being revealed and put on your new Xbox Ones and Xbox Series X's and all your Xboxes, I wanted to go through the previous iterations of all the Xbox openings, once again, for just a little bit of nostalgia. That's nice. It feels good right there. That feels nostalgic.
Boom. That was my favorite of theirs.
Yeah, the 360 is great. Right, really good. Did not enjoy this one. Did not like this one at all. Yeah, was not a fan of that one. I don't know. It just didn't really feel good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen this before. 360 special edition with blue?
They changed the colors. They just did a hue shift. That's literally all they did, was a hue shift.
Okay, there's the Xbox One. By the way, I think I played my Xbox One a total of 5 times.
So did the rest of the world.
Yeah. There's your Xbox X. Still got that sound, whatever it is. We're almost there. I hate that. I hate that one. So stupid. And All right, whatever. Nobody cares. Nobody will play that one. What I did want to show you was the new opening, which Asha has put out there, saying coming on, very soon. There you go, using the new logo here. Does it give you chills?
No, but I do like the logo.
I do like going back to the glassy green over there.
Yeah.
Occo?
I feel like
Thoughts?
they're trying to return to again, I'm a bigger fan of the first one, the early one. So
The original?
the original one is my favorite. So I guess minorly returning to that one. I don't know.
It just feels like, obviously creation. Things are starting. Wow. Xbox. It's so good. Well, there you go. There's a little bit of Xbox news, Nintendo news for you guys because, hey, we deliver the good stuff for you, right? That's right. Okay. Hey, real fast before we get to Today in Gaming History and officially crown the winner of today's Pokemon versus Zelda
I've already
matchup,
put it in the bracket. We're done.
Okay. Well, a quick reminder. Coming up in very, very shortly, like immediately after the show, I'm going to be live over on Kick. The link is in the pinned comment over on YouTube, but you can go to kick.com/sidescrollers. Hello, Kick. Good to see everybody. Join us over there as I'm going to be doing a reaction to June the King's documentary on the quartering. Now, this is a 3.5-hour video that I need to somehow find a way to fill in about an hour and about 2 hours. So I'm going to be watching this in time and a half. So join me over on Kick. It's going to be exclusively and only on Kick. Would love for you guys to find me over there literally immediately after the show. All right, Phoenix, should we crown a winner?
That's up to you. I mean, unless someone's feeling extraordinarily generous.
We still have a super chat to read that should be counted. So, Boss,
sure.
Boss Snake Master for $5.38 says there is apparently a Super Metroid remake coming potentially this year. Speaking of which, Craig, play Metroid Dread for Zelda. So,
I do want to play that
for Zelda.
You do need to play that.
I can't imagine a remake of Super Metroid. Why would they do that? Don't do that.
I actually like that idea a lot.
No,
I'm all for remakes.
I will punch you in the face.
Because you have the original. You have that. So let someone take that thing and see what they can do with it. And then you might bring in a new generation. Yeah, I've always been about that. I've never been like, hold on to the past. No, let the kids make something from it. Let them inspire, make them new things.
Here's my problem. Super Metroid, or really just most of the Metroid games, are created with the idea in mind of you being able to jump past major swaths of the game if you are smart enough or if you're crafty enough. My problem is if you remake the game, they're probably going to get rid of the glitches that make speedrunning in Super Metroid.
So you have that. You have that game. But like to take the Dread look and make that Super Metroid, I'm all for that. Volumetric lighting, the much better lighting, all that stuff. Absolutely.
I mean, I'd be down for the experience, but again, they're going to get rid of all the glitches.
Phoenix!
I can't.
The original still exists. It does not change that.
It was
Exhibit A.
perfect.
Exhibit A.
Okay.
TMNT, Turtles in Time, reshelled.
Yes.
Look at this bullshit.
I liked the remake, by the way.
Oh, you...
I did. I've played it. I liked it. I'm not saying I love it more than the original.
Unbelievable. You're getting it. You're getting the arrow. You get the arrow. Unbelievable.
I'm all
you
for,
liked it?
Yes, I liked it. I'm all for allowing you still have the thing. That's why a lot of people go like Star Wars is dead with the sequels. No, it's not. Those are not Star Wars. Do whatever the hell you want with that shit. I don't give a shit. The 6 that I know and love, they're right there, untouched. They're wonderful. Have a ball, everybody else. Don't care. Remake it all you want.
You hurt me. You hurt me today, Phoenix.
It doesn't change they're not taking away the original. The original's still there.
They are taking away from the original. They absolutely are taking.
So here's a quick pitch, right? So like let's say you had much younger kids than you already do, okay? So like they really are growing up in a time of the best graphics and all that other stuff, right? And they don't want to play Dad's old game, But what if they could share that excitement with you with something that speaks more to their generation, and you could in turn also enjoy it with them? It's a chance to bond over something. Listen, I love old 1930s films. I mean, Lord knows everything else sucks. I get it.
Yeah, well, the only thing my kids would bond over me when it comes to TMNT Reshelled is how much that game sucked my balls. That's it. That's it. They'd be like, Dad, you're right. This game truly does suck my balls. It's horrible. Unbelievable. All right. Speaking of unbelievable, I'm so sad right now. My disappointment is immeasurable right now, Phoenix. Unbelievable. But it's about to get worse.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
That's me.
Okay, Blabs. I see several games already on here, which I have not peeked at this yet, but I kind of want. I know exactly. Okay, I'm just perusing the list right now, and I see games that if you don't. Okay, go ahead, Blabs. What do we got?
Prepare to be disappointed as per usual. Mario Party 3 was released back in 2001. Then Hell's Lane released in 2004. And then Dog Island released back in 2008. Ta-da! Thank you. Dark Phoenix left. I'm sure he's either raging or he's got something to show and tell.
Fired.
I bet he has Dog Island. I knew he had Dog Island. I knew it. Oh my God. Some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs, includes Castlevania Aria of Sorrow.
Yeah, well, there's sorrow in the title, like anyone who ever experiences and plays Castlevania.
Or watches this segment. Yes, that's good. Dot Hack was released for the PlayStation 2. Eve, oh boy. Eve Online was released for the PC 23 years ago. Samurai Warriors. Blab's got that Van Helsing. By the way, Speed Racer for the Wii.
So
very
good.
Underrated game. Yes.
Agreed.
Yes. Very good game for the Wii right there. Blabs, did you spend a whole lot of time on Dog Island?
I'm so happy you put
I've
this
never
on here.
played it.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
I love you for having this on the list.
Oh, You Have to Win the Game was released for PC 14 years ago. That's nice.
I lost the game, chat.
That's a good game, by the way. I've played that game.
You have to win it.
Oh, yeah.
The game. That's right. Let's see. Flockers. Don't know what that is. Sports Friends. Oh, I have played Sports Friends. That was a fun little... Oh, you know what? No, it wasn't. That's one of those move games. Yeah.
It's me.
Let's see. All-Star Tower Defense from a Roblox game. Ooh, fun. And Hades was released 2 years ago. All right. And
No, get it right. Hades II.
No, thank you, Blabs.
Really,
Appreciate
2
that.
years? Holy shit.
Yeah, 2024. It's already 2 years ago. Damn.
I did a great list. You're all welcome.
Yeah, what a spectacular person you are, Blabs. Truly spectacular. It's good. All right, let's go and hit a few of these supers. Some of this wonderful support. I would like for you to now, if you wouldn't mind, open up a new tab. I know Kick may be scary for y'all. I'm not asking you to even make an account. You don't even need to if you don't want to. Just join me over on Kick. Kick.com/sideshoulders. Literally as soon as this ends, I'm making a new StreamYard thing, and we're going right into it, okay? Because I'm already I'm already 20 minutes into my 2 hours that I was going to do this. So fire away, Blaz. What do we got?
Okie dokie. Salty Burn for 2 says, all I hear from the intro is gay. Rice for 10 says, Rabbi Ribby is a better Metroid than Metroid. Laguna for 10 says, I have a hot take, which is a terrible business decision. Remake the games that sucked and fix it.
Yeah, I've always said that.
And the original
Yes.
was fine, leave it alone. Kraz for Rumble Wallet, $2 times 4 is 8. Alien Disclosure doesn't feel like a big deal because they spent the last decade slowly dripping information. Tom Delog from Blink-182 said this would happen. Everyone thought he was crazy. Zelda. So that's 8 for Zelda. And then Mercenary came in for a Rumble Wallet Dono, and it's for $10, so 10 times 4, 40. It says another 40-foot Pokemon. Another good riddance to Ted Turner. He will not be missed. Damn, bro. And then Commodore Fan just came in on Rumble for 2. He says, shame on you, Phoenix, as you have ruined Craig's day and made his disappointment immeasurable. 0 stars.
Thank you, Commodore Fan, for being able to relay my sheer disappointment.
Let's see. Bike Short says, Blabs, your rating is an F. Put this on Xenosaga because frick Nintendo. That's 5 for Xenosaga. And then Anthony says, Blabs is not fired. Thank you. The end.
Okay.
I guarantee, Craig, you've watched films that you didn't watch the original. You didn't watch the foreign of whatever. I guarantee it, and you wound up liking it because it was a modern take. So it allowed you to see a story that you may not normally enjoy. So that's all. And most of the times the remakes are garbage. I'm not saying that they're good. I'm just saying hey, if you want to go ahead and do it, great.
Okay. Well,
as long as I get the original, I'm fine.
I love this.
I will just say there have been good remakes in the past. I think of something like DuckTales remastered. That was a great remake, right?
Well, it's more but I think that's a kind of right. Didn't they build it on top of the game, or did they actually? Was it built on top of?
It was built from the ground up. They added stuff to it.
Okay.
Awesome. That was awesome. But TMNT was not. Anyways, whatever.
Right,
all right.
But okay, but if that worked, then why can't
Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you. Nope. Just nope. I'm gonna pull the Blabs. Nope. just start saying it. Just start saying no.
My point.
Over.
I think it just proved my point.
Nope. I have some things I need to react to right now over on Kick, and I would love for you guys to join me. But we do need to officially announce a winner. Phoenix, what do we got?
Here we go. Okay, $4,546.74 for the Zelda franchise.
Unbelievable.
$233 for the Pokemon franchise, $5 for Digimon, and $323 for second place Xenosaga. But of course, since Xenosaga is not actually a thing, the winner is, of course, Zelda.
Yes, to accept the moving on to the grand finals of our greatest franchise ever tournament will be me, The Legend of Zelda. 4 words that will echo through eternity with the possibility of advancing, taking on either Mass Effect or Halo in the finals. Just taking down Pokemon and those violent people, those Pokemon violent fans. That's all I can think of. A good thing was done today as Zelda struck down fascism. Here's the bracket.
Right there. Craig, I think A Link to the Past should be remade.
Show's over. I'm done. Guys, have a great rest of your days.
Listen, I want violence now. He's saying what remastered?
Unbelievable.
I said Link to the Past in case no one heard that.
Yeah, no, I heard you. That's where we're done.
Greg was right. I am going to get violent.
All right. Join me over on Kick right now at kick.com. Like literally right now. I'm hitting end and then I'm starting up pretty much like within 10 seconds because I'm going to say goodbye to everybody and get out the door. I'll see you guys over there on Kick. Looking forward to that. This should be super fun. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, people going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. We'll be joined tomorrow by
a newcomer. Hey.
Ooh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nyannis.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. I'm pretty. By the way, that's not Nyannis.
No.
No. But I'm looking forward to this. This should be a fun time.
Is that New York anus?
All right, you can find Mama Occo's information down below in the description. Make sure you guys go follow Mama Occo. Appreciate you popping in. Have a great rest of your day. And once again, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you on Kick right now. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Peace.